Alright. Stuff. Here for a bit. Alright. There is. So I'll go this out for a sec. Really no sense holding that game in there because I've already completed everything. At least up to this point. Part 2 is going to be coming out here shortly. I say shortly, and I have no idea when that's actually going to be. But anyway, let's go ahead and which display language would you like to select? English. I'd like to select the voice language as well. The game saves automatically. Don't turn off the game. Story jump mode? What the hell is that all about? Okay. Game settings, background music, sound effects, voice, double playback speed. Oh, you can choose the in-game movie play double speed. I guess we could toggle that if we want. Slow. Ooh, might as well go ahead and auto advance on that. Fast forward text at the highest. So we could do that as well, you know, in case we need to put stuff through. We need to go through shit that we've already done before. Hell yeah, high speed movement definitely. You can choose to indicate correct selections during, so basically easy mode for an already supposedly easy game. I might as well go. What is all this about? If you select story jump mode, you can play whichever part of the story seems most interesting to you, or simply read the introduction. Though you may see spoilers. Now let's just go ahead. Cause fuck it.
The name's Pikachu, and I'm what you might call a great detective.
That remains to be seen.
With my bolts of brilliance, I've solved many mysteries. My partner Harry and I ran into some trouble on a case. Harry suddenly disappeared, and I'd lost all my memories. After that, I was wandering the city when I ran into Tim. Somehow, he could understand what I was saying. Our goals were one and the same. Find Detective Harry, because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad. While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokémon berserk. Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Rhyme City. And yet... Harry was still missing. Even now, the two of us are still searching for him.
One truth will
Harry.
Pika, the mind of an adult.
Just where the heck did you go?
Maybe I should wait until after the cutscenes. One truth will Pika, the mind of an adult in a Pika's body. It's Detective Pikachu.
And
Hey,
so, to
Starlink.
promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. To commemorate this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman and Pikachu, who saved...
Harry!
Great detective known for his bolts of brilliance.
Pika? Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this speech up, eh?
Wow. You couldn't have picked a worse time to doze off.
Sorry.
Now then, due to our incident of 2 years ago, some of our citizens began to doubt Rhyme City's motto, coexistence with Pokemon. So to those of you who were affected, I offer you my deepest sympathies.
What's that?
A Corviknight? Oh no, it's coming this way!
Sir, follow me. Everyone, get inside right away!
What the heck is going on?
Could it be? Or?
Don't think so. Its behavior's different. It's all right. Just calm down.
No, not the deerskin hat.
Pikachu.
Lousy Corviknight. It just made off with my signature hat.
My dad gave you that hat.
Yeah, we gotta get it back.
You know how important that hat is to me. Corviknight just flew off with it. Yeah, oh, what a mess. Let's go get it back. What's that? Hey, Tim, over here. Yeah, so yeah, rare to see you streaming. Rare to see me streaming in your time zones, normal hours. Yeah, so I'm off for the next couple of weeks, and I figured, well, since I got some time, might as well go ahead and, since I don't have to work tonight, fuck it, let's go ahead and jump in and do some morning streams. That's still on Corviknight, about to be a grass night.
Look, this must be the notebook the mayor dropped. Oh, there's something inside. A family photo? This girl looks familiar. Oh, she's the one who didn't look too happy during the mayor's speech.
That's my classmate, Rachel. She knows a lot about Pokemon.
Huh? Whoa, time out. You know her? Why am I just now learning this?
You should return this notebook to Mayor Myers. Yeah, but first we gotta deal with Corviknight. Right, let's go, Pikachu. Do we do? That's... Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, that poor little dove.
Oh,
Is that P-Dove unconscious? Don't touch it. Moving this Pokemon could injure it. Hey, you big guy, what happened to P-Dove? Well, I'm at a loss. Nothing we've tried so far is working. Ow. For a second, I thought he actually was responding to Pikachu. Go your Pikachu's Pika chatter and evacuate the area. I need to track down Corviknight and get this area evacuated, but I can't just leave this P-Dove here. Huh. Calm down, Pikachu. Everyone else, you're just saying Pika. I'm the only one who understands what you're saying. Alright. Sorry, got a little work up saying P-Dove in such a bad shape. Okay, Tim, it's on you to ask the big guy what went down. Excuse me, what happened here? Oh, you're that young detective. Yes, I'm Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. Will Butler, Pokemon Protection Bureau, and this Audino is with the Pokemon Police Department's rescue squad. I'll spare you the details. Right now we need to help this P-Dove. All that wind, Corviknight whipped it up, blew it around, and knocked it out. Audino used the move to help P-Dove recover, but it still hasn't woken up. Chief, no civilian injuries to report at this time. Copy that. Great work. Now, I really should get back to leading the evacuation, but I can't just leave P-Dove here unconscious. You want to clear out of here too, young detective. Mr. Butler, let us help you take care of P-Dove. We'll find a way to wake it up. Yeah, let a couple great detectives handle this. Ooh. This is an emergency situation, one that requires my full attention. Maybe I should let you help. Alright, I'll leave you waking this bird to you. I'm counting on you, young detective. Yes, sir! Let's go, Pikachu! Okay. Because apparently waking up a pigeon somehow constitutes an emergency. Why don't we talk to those other doves? Let's give it a shot. Hold on a sec, Tim. Before we talk to these guys, there's something I need to tell you. Cases don't just pop up when it's convenient for us. I don't gotta tell you that, right? It's been a good long while since our last case. Oh, that's true. Let's hit pause and jog our memories of how we go about investigating a case. Because we need to go by the tutorial, because why the hell not? Do this by the book. This is our first investigation in a long time. Fortunately, the dove's injuries are already healed. All we gotta do is find a way to wake it up. Some might call it coincidence, but me, I call it an opportunity for a tutorial. Perfect, right? I suppose. Let's refresh our memory and make sure we conduct a full investigation. Let's quickly go over how we investigate. I talk to the Pokemon, and I talk to the people. Together, the two of us gather evidence and take testimonies from people and Pokemon and piece them together. That's how we do it. This round of questioning is all yours, Pikachu. Hey, I'm guessing you're pals with that unconscious guy. Can I mind if I ask you a couple questions? It says their friend's taking a nap and won't wake up. So it thinks that unconscious dove is just sleeping? Really love the smell. Oh, wait. What's that got to do with anything? Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's what it's saying. You'd think these dove would be more concerned about their unconscious friend instead of chirping about some smell. Apparently there's a certain aroma the P-Dove are really into. Maybe we should question some of the other doves around here. Hey Tim, come here for a sec. If you get stuck during the investigation, you can see the light bulb icon on the lower left. You can press the left button to consult Pikachu and get a hint. Call me before you go anywhere. Okay, fine. He's a little curious about what the doves were saying. His friend is unconscious, but all it wants to talk about is an aroma it likes. Let me guess, it has something to do with those donuts over there, don't it? Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. What if it was talking about using some kind of scent, like a smelling salt? And if that scent could wake up its friend? If we can find the strong aroma those dove were chirping about, maybe it'll make up their unconscious buddy. Worth a shot, but where are we gonna find a scent like that? Might be some Pokemon who haven't evacuated. Maybe we can ask them. Hey, that reminds me. Listen up, Tim. If you're having trouble during an investigation, you can call out to me at any time. I can give you advice discreetly so no one else notices. Of course, you can also just mull things over on your own. If you get stuck, it might be a good idea to take a break or retrace your steps. Press the plus button during gameplay to open the submenu. You can save the game and change your settings. You can also press the ZL during gameplay to reread recent conversations. Older conversations eventually disappear. Be careful not to forget what was said. Alrighty. Pikachu, you better do this by the book or you're off the force! Donuts and police, name a more inseparable duo. That's probably coffee. I'm just assuming that, hey, got donuts over here. I don't see anything, though, that has to do with anything on that, so that's probably... No. Okay. What do you have to say? Magnemite.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I just got back. I just got off work. Yeah, I'm just exhausted right now.
Yeah. Maybe I should have also not gone with the auto advance on this, but oh well. One of the electric type moves get jolted away only as a last resort. But Magnemite is willing to help us out, so if all else fails, we'll head you for the electrifying assist. Say, Pokemon. I didn't know you worked night shift.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I do morning. 6
Oh.
a.m. to like 9. Yeah.
Oh. So you work part time then?
Yeah, it's mostly Mondays. The other days I go in like a bit earlier.
Ah, okay. What does Zatu have to say? Never tell what it's staring at or what it might be thinking. But sort of the Pokemon that gets probably has all kinds of incredible knowledge. Well, let's try asking him if it knows anything about how to weak up P-Dove. And it doesn't even respond. It's not saying anything. I wonder what's wrong. Huh. It wants peace and quiet while it's sunbathing. Awful calm, given all the commotion going on. Well, that's useless. Oh! It's this thing! Exudes an enchanting aroma. Aromatisse, aren't you? What are these P-Dubs surrounding you for? Okay. Gotta get the Aromatisse over to the unconscious one. They started flocking to it over as soon as we got here. Dove have been following Aromatisse around? You're asking it to make the nice smell? Hurry up, make the nice smell! The Dove are really getting on its nerves. Seems like these P-Dove are all drawn to a scent that Aromatisse emits. Which means Aromatisse might be able to help us. Let's ask if it's willing to help us out. Hey there, we can use the assist. It'll help us out if we can get these P-Dove to stop following it around. Okay. So, what did these little doves want? Sorry to ask this, but could you, fuck off? Hey, now's not the time to stop and smell the aromas. We're trying to help your friend here. And guess what? Aromatisse is gonna make lots of nice aromas right over there. They're on board with the nice aromas over there, plan, but Aromatisse should be willing to help us out now, right? Happy to lend a hand now that we've got the P-Dove to move. Well, let's take it back to the square. That's like 20 feet away. Here's the Dove. Please help it.
All right.
Yay, we revived it.
Glad that worked.
Hooray.
Oh,
Hey, P-Dove's awake. Ah, Aromatisse's scent is nice. But it's kind of like a really strong perfume. I don't get why the Dove like it so much. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you were a huge help, Aromatisse, thanks. Excellent work, young detective. That perked that Dove right up. Didn't even consider getting help from the other Pokemon in the area. Oh yeah, come to think of it, a police officer was calling this big guy Chief. Wonder why. How about you ask him and find out? Having been playing games that are 60 to 120 FPS makes this being 30 frames per second really obvious. Yeah. Yeah. Pigeons, the bane of ever visiting London and England. Yeah, I'm Will Butler, Chief of the PPB, Pokemon Protection Bureau. Organization dedicated to protecting the Pokemon of Rhyme City. It's kind of like the police, but focused on Pokemon. Know we had anything like that?
Huh.
The Bureau only recently started its official operations. At the moment, we're borrowing office space at the Rhyme City Police Station and cooperating with the cops. We were dispatched to provide security, but, well, you can see what happened. Can't believe a fiasco this big occurred on my watch. It's honestly an embarrassment. We were formed two...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were
I was gonna
formed
say,
2 years ago as a response to the infamous R incident. Back then, Pokemon-related disturbances were happening all over the city. Human and Pokemon residents of Rhyme City were deeply affected by that. Mayor Myers was so shaken by what occurred, he took it upon himself to create the Bureau as a countermeasure. He wanted to make sure crimes involving Pokemon like the R incident would never happen again. That's why we exist. Isn't keeping the police's job, though? In the past few years, Rhyme City has seen a concerning rise in the number of reported incidents and accidents. Police are struggling to handle so many incidents, including those involving Pokemon, but now the police can protect the human population while the PPP protects Pokemon. By dividing up the work, we can keep everyone safe. So that's why the Bureau was formed. Just what I'd expect from Rhyme City. Howard really is looking out for the Pokemon, huh? Alright, sorry about that.
No, I was just wondering if did you name your character or was it named?
It's named for you. Tim Goodman is the default name.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't name any of these characters.
Oh, that's funny that Tim's not even here. That would have been funny.
Yeah. And Matt's like, wake me when a cult tries to take over the city. Yeah. By the way, young detective, I was watching your investigation earlier and couldn't help but notice. Were you explaining things to Pikachu? Huh? I don't think Pikachu understands what you're telling him, though. Unless the two of you can... I'm not actually talking to him, but it's more like getting advice? No, it's not it. It's... Oh, I get it. You talk to Pikachu to organize your thoughts. Interesting way to form your deductions, if you ask me. Yeah, that's it. Well, we do understand each other, actually. That was close. I thought he'd caught on to us. Be careful. Usually folks wouldn't believe we could talk to one another. Whoa!
It's back again. Come on, let's chase it down.
Sir.
Oh,
It's Corviknight again. Hey, give me back my hat, would you? Chief went after Corviknight in his patrol car, even though we only just saw him walk off screen. I bet Corviknight still has my hat. Let's follow it! There's a Pokemon cry. It sounds like they coming from the direction Corviknight flew off in. Alright. Thank you. Settings. Actually, I'm going to turn off auto advance.
stop.
Telling us not to panic. Cool as a cucumber, even during a crisis. Cool off and...
Oh,
Oh! Hello, sir. Well, how do you like these apples? They're scattered all over the place. What a mess. This a tree? And it's growing here? Kind of weird. Unless what? No, this is definitely strange. Yeah, the building's barely like PS2 in quality and screen. Yeah, not screen. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with some of these games. I mean, one of the reviews was that this game kind of wasn't any better looking than the 3DS one. Dangerous here, Applin. You should find somewhere that's safe. Seemed like wants to leave.
Hey,
Haven't seen any Applin in this city before. Where'd you come from? Oh, you went to sleep in a wooden crate, and then when you woke up, you're always someplace new. The apple vendor travels to different locations, and its Applin gets carried along. The apple vendor probably doesn't even know about the Applin. Something suddenly shook it away a moment ago. Probably that Corviknight. The same goes with the apples getting toppled over, crates getting toppled over. The apple vendor must have evacuated the area, however.
Apple.
The wooden crate shook, you got thrown out, and that's when you realized your friends were missing. It's separated. Let's help it find its friends. Good thinking. How many friends were here with you? 2 of them? Alright.
Oh, Matt was asking, like, who made this game. It's they're made by Creatures Inc. It's a Japanese video game company affiliated with Game Freak and Nintendo.
Let's say, yeah, who developed the game? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Creatures Inc. Developed it. Let me take
It is.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, they're associated with Game Freak, yeah, and Nintendo. And is one of the owners of the Pokemon franchise.
Much as I like to go get my hat back from Corviknight, can't just depend on a Pokemon in need of our help. What kind of great detectives would we be if we didn't lend a helping hand or two along the way? Alright, let's investigate the falling apples. Although he should be happy to if there wasn't a tree in the way. Something about it seems odd to me. Maybe we should investigate that first. Although you would think you could just walk all the way around. I can see.
Yeah, they. Oh, sorry. I was just reading Matt's thing.
Must have some
Yep.
yeah features I thought only did designs for Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both. Yeah, they did develop and publish.
Can't investigate because this tree is in the way. What the hell should we do about it? Well, we can't just cut it down.
whoa!
Yeah, I'm sorry if
This
I keep
tree's
cutting
an
that
executor.
because I'm a little behind on the stream.
That's not a problem. Well, I can fix that.
Executor. Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, hang on. This will work. All right, there you go. Isn't this an Alolan Executor? I never seen one before, so I didn't even realize that. What's it doing here in Rhyme City? Why don't we ask and get some questions in while we're at it? Can't investigate until it moves anyway. Hey, Executor, over here! Down by your feet! Whoa, don't talk all at once! How about this? I'll tell you which head should answer. Sound good? Oh, I forgot to say which head.
Hey,
You, middlest head! Why are you here? Guess it's been traveling around with the apple vendor. That explains why it's here in Rhyme City.
hey,
You, right head, tell me what happened here. Corviknight came flying through, and when you tried to dodge it, you bumped into the fruit stand? Right. By the way, have you seen a hat? Corviknight took mine. Guess it happened too suddenly for you to tell. Oh well.
hey.
Hey, left head, we got a favor to ask. Sorry, but we want to search through those apples scattered behind you. Could you, scooch over a bit? Yeah, I said, did you see the strange guy lately? Yeah. Love it. Oh, good, it moved for us. Now, we can investigate the scene. This is where all the apples got scattered around. Let the investigation begin. Remember what we're looking for? Yeah, you can see one of them, like, right there. Completely obvious. 2 missing Applin. A lot of apples here, so try not to overlook them, alright? Well, one of them's obviously, like, right here. Look, an apple, and I found one. Have you been sitting still pretending to be an apple this whole time? Just take a whole lot of patience. Patiently staying still is one of your talents? Impressive. The Corviknight got you wrapped up in quite the mess, though, didn't it? Friend's waiting for you. Right. Second one, however. Apple crate. Apples everywhere. At this point, these apples are only good for making juice or jam or something. I'd still eat them, bruises and all. Well, we searched pretty thoroughly. I don't see my hat or the other appling, however. Where could it possibly be?
Saw a box move.
Did you see something move behind that crate? I didn't notice a thing. That's like I sit around trying to be a vegetable too. It's not that easy once your legs start falling asleep. Yeah, I know that feeling. By checking again. Well, there's a hat. And an apple probably is underneath it. Could have sworn it wasn't here earlier, and Corbin I must have dropped it. I'm just glad to have it back.
This was a real pain. Eh? Hey, get back here! The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all! My hat keeps moving on its own!
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
See? Told you so.
Executor.
Guess I've gotta go get it.
Guess so.
Oh my god, that face.
Climb Executor. Okay, time for QTE.
Well, Tim, lift me up.
Okay. You alright? Don't hurt yourself.
Please, this'll be nothing.
So one of the criticisms of the original Detective Pikachu is that there was really no particular state of failure. Even if you messed up, you could try again. Oh yeah.
Just keep.
Finally got you back.
Pikachu, it's an Applin! Whoa! Are you okay? Fine and dandy. Nice catch, by the way. Are the Applin okay, too? Yep, they all seem happy to be reunited. Good, glad they're alright. So one of them was wearing my hat, huh? See it move on its own really threw me for a loop. I'm sure Corviknight dropped the hat mid-flight and it just happened to fall on top of Applin. Oh yeah, hey Tim, where's my hat? Don't worry, I've got it. At the end of the day, I'm just glad I didn't lose my hat.
Yeesh, that was a hassle. Yeah, now that's more like it.
Yeah, you look like yourself again.
Thanks, Tim. Harry gave me this hat to commemorate our partnership.
The awards ceremony will resume shortly. We ask that all participants please return to the venue at this time.
I guess we better hurry back.
That darn Corviknight. I'll let it off the hook just this once.
Great work. Thank you. And you as well, Pikachu.
Yep.
I can't say it enough. Rhyme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts. we strive for coexistence between people and Pokémon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective duo. On behalf of the city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Thank you, Mayor Myers. I'm honored.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
Yeah, I'm the great detective.
Pika Pika to you too, little hero. Both of you, keep up that great work.
Way to go, Tim!
Congratulations, hon!
Oh yeah, that's right. No one else can hear what Pikachu says except for you.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, okay, so it's just like the movie.
Later that evening at Tim's apartment.
Tim, I was so proud of you today.
You're amazing, Tim!
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was the Eevee abduction case, the fossil stealing spree.
And the Rhine Tower standoff case, too. They even made a movie based on the R case.
Yeah, I thought that movie was pretty good, but how come Mom and me didn't even show up in it?
I have no idea, but movies usually do their own thing, don't they?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you something. This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
Yeah. He's my partner at the moment, though.
I see.
Whoa, whoa. What's with all the staring?
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
Wow!
Such natural
Oh,
exposition.
Pikachu.
Yep.
The news is about to start. Maybe there's an update on that Corviknight.
Yeah.
Check the TV. Yeah, so funny thing, so Tim's family didn't exist in the first game. And while Tim's mom was alluded to in the live action movie, it was assumed that she died. And that obviously is here. So
Yep.
So it's kind of funny because I remember we mentioned about them possibly making a sequel to the live action film based off maybe this game, but then if that's the case, then they got some retconning to do.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
This is your first time in Rhine City, right, Sophia? So bitchy and fun. I'm glad I came. That Corviknight surprised me, though. Glad you and Mom are okay.
Right.
I'm glad you're safe and doing well, Tim, but you hardly ever call. I know no news is supposed to be good news, but you take that a bit too far. Sorry, Mom.
Well...
I haven't been to Rhyme City in quite some time now. Not since I last saw your father. Gosh, guess it's been about 2 years then.
Speaking of which...
Tim, are you getting enough to eat? Yeah, stopping by the Hi Hat Cafe for breakfast is part of my daily routine. The Hi Hat Cafe? Favorite spot? So close now that we moved, I've been going there pretty much every morning. Maybe I should make some dinner for you tonight then. It's been a while. You miss my cooking, don't you? Of course. Thanks, Mom. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey,
Oh, these are old case notes. All the stuff you told me to keep a record of. Not bad, Tim. There's a lot you can learn from past cases. Show me what you got there. Our case, eh? Takes me back. First case we partnered up on. Yeah, R was a chemical that made Pokemon go berserk. Created from Mewtwo's cells. Pokemon was given R, its eyes would glow red and become enraged and violent. Horrible. Even now, I still can't believe they used innocent Pokemon to cause all those incidents. Saying that was one tough nut to crack, but we managed to catch the culprit in the end. As for Mewtwo's cells and the remaining vials of R, confiscated all that when we brought the culprit to justice. Speaking of which, in our final confrontation with that guy, you actually managed to use one of your moves. You usually can't use any of them. Able to pull that off. Beats me, I'm just as baffled as you are, kid. After Harry went missing, I lost all my memories for some reason. It's also when I realized I couldn't use any moves. Maybe the pressure of that intense situation was how you were able to use it? Could be. Possibility, at least. After I used that move, I just blacked out. I was really worried about you. As Starling says, yeah, not the first time a character stated to be dead later turns out to be alive. Brock's mom comes to mind, yep.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this breaking news.
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokémon appear to have caused an explosion. This explosion occurred in the mountain range northeast of Rhyme City. This may be related to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokémon. Rhyme City Police and the newly established Pokémon Protection Bureau are investigating. Amelia Christie signing off.
Hey,
I love those
Tim,
jank movements.
did you catch that?
I hope that incident doesn't have anything to do with Dad.
Same here.
Mewtwo told me 2 years ago. Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Yeah, Mewtwo is still our only connection to finding Harry.
Whispering to Pikachu, are you?
Oh.
You're just like your father, talking to Pokémon like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was weird. It's why I divorced him.
It's been 2 years since the R incident. Since then, we've solved all kinds of cases. The mayor even gave us an award for it. I can still talk to Pikachu and understand him. If the two of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday.
So Pikachu is like Reg from Made in Abyss. I guess I've never seen that anime or even read the manga, so I wouldn't know. Day after the awards ceremony.
Whoa, that's a lot of Whimsicott.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal winds every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
If they get in a house they like, they scatter cotton everywhere.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Yep.
Sound like real pranksters, yeah. A thin
The
allusion to
sweet
its
smell of
ability.
coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
Tim!
Frank Holiday.
Inspector Holiday, did you finally find my dad?
Sorry. No. I'm here on a different case. We've received reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the dentist residence, the mansion down the street. Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
So much for my coffee.
Jewel thief. Oh no, is Rouge stealing again? Oh wait.
Matt says a detective with a talking animal companion looking for a missing truth behind deceased family member. This is just the crossbow games from the Trail series again. Huh, okay, yeah. Alright, let's go, Pikachu. Wait a second, Tim. I still haven't got my damn coffee. There's no need to rush. Gotta be calm and unhurried if you want to do your best investigating. You just want your coffee. Pikachu's a real talkative Pokemon. See this Pikachu icon on the lower left of the screen? You can press the right button to chat with him. Sometimes Pikachu will try to get your attention, and the Pikachu icon will bounce to let you know he wants to chat. See this icon bouncing? Press the right button to hear what he has to say.
Look, I know we need to hurry, but would it really hurt if we relaxed a bit? For instance... Oh, here's a good idea. You could listen to some sage advice from a great detective like me. Okay.
But Holiday's waiting. We better go join him.
Whoa!
As much as I hate to admit it, we don't have time to drink coffee right now. Oh, okay. Follow Holiday, huh? Oh no, Hariyama's facing off against Polyrath again. Why does he act out like this? He's usually so gentle. Wrong? My partner Hariyama loves showing off his strength, especially when he contests against someone else. Since Polyrath is also proud of its muscles, Hariyama considers it his rival. Once they start going at it, it's hard to stop them. Yikes, guess we better avoid that alley for now. I've had a little snack for you and your partner.
Tim!
Appreciate you coming on such short notice, Tim. This way, the crime took place at the dentist residence up ahead. That is an unusual walk cycle.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I thought I was pointing to the door. Okay. Oh, by the way, I had a setting on here where if I hold down, I think CR, I go a lot faster. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, 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 if it isn't the great detectives.
Hey, asshole. I remember you from the first game. You're just as much of a dick now as you were then. It's been a while, Brad. See, you're on the case, too. I suppose that means you are as well. You private detectives sure do love sticking your noses into every little thing. If Mr. Dennis hadn't personally requested you, I'd be asking you to leave right now. Yep, still a jerk. Think he's still holding a grudge from that time we showed him up? Minitrix says no funny business. Yeesh, no wonder you two are partners. That's enough, Brad. We're gonna be conducting this investigation together. This is the scene of the crime, right? Yes, this mansion belongs to Sanjeev Dennis, a jeweler. Mr. Dennis is one of the wealthiest men in Rhyme City. Under normal circumstances, a civilian like yourself would never have the opportunity to meet him. Make sure you don't do anything to offend him, and don't get in the way of our investigation either. He's just gotta get a dig in anywhere, doesn't he? Alright, Tim, come inside. The missing jewel!
I see.
Alright, Tim, Mr. Dennis is waiting for you in the room to the right.
Whoa!
Where are you going? There's no reason for us to head back to the city right now. Ha! Trying to move around. So, yeah, this is normal speed. Oh, yeah, that's a lot faster.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you
Oh.
go really quick. How's that Lucario picture there? Oh, not Lucario. Ludwig.
Lugia.
Lugia. I know it started with an L. I just couldn't remember the name.
And the name of this painting is Silver Waves, and it depicts Lugia, a Pokemon known as the Guardian of the Seas. Rumored to live deep down on the ocean floor, but no one's ever seen it. Makes sense. The ocean floor is not exactly a place you just casually visit.
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
That is the voice. My name is Sanjeev Dennis. I'm a jeweler, and this is my partner, Growlith. I'm Detective David Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. Sorry to jump right into it, but could you please tell us what you know about the incident?
Oh.
Precious jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop, and it's a very rare jewel indeed. Aurora Drop? What a mysterious name. Magical, even. The thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. Thankfully, my staff members' injuries were minor, and yet... something sticking out to you is odd? Well, the police are treating my trusted butler as the prime suspect. Yeah, it's always the butler! Yeah, they think the butler did it? Could you tell me a bit more about the stolen jewel? It looks like this. Most gemstones must first be cut and polished into beautiful jewels, but the Aurora Drop is said to have naturally formed into its shape. The way it shines looks a bit like an aurora. Yes, it's precisely how it got its name. The Aurora Drop has been the subject of many a tale, but it's thought to be nothing more than fiction. Even among us jewelers, for the longest time, we called it the Jewel of Legend. Ah, he wasn't kidding when he called it precious. Guess it's no surprise someone wanted to steal it. Definitely sounds valuable. Where were you displaying it? I kept it securely locked within a special reinforced case inside my jewel storage room. There are locks on both the storage room door and the reinforced case. And yet, despite the security, it still got stolen. You mentioned that the police already have a suspect. Yes, they believe that the thief is my own trusted butler, Barnes. Why do you think that? Because Barnes and I are the only people who can access the key to the storage room. What's keeping someone else from getting to it? He is always kept around Growlith's neck. If anyone but Barnes or myself attempted to take it from her, Growlith would start barking. My Growlith's a very loyal Pokemon. She would never allow the key to be taken by a stranger. I don't see a key around Growlith's neck right now. The police think Barnes took it. It certainly makes sense, assuming Barnes really is the culprit. Well, I'd like to talk with Barnes if possible. He's currently being interrogated by the police. Don't believe Barnes is the thief, is that right? I've known Barnes since we were young. He's worked in this home for years and has always served us well. I'm certain he'd never steal from me. And I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone. So you're saying Barnes didn't do it and the real culprit is still at large? That's right, someone else must have stolen the jewel. Please help me prove my butler is innocent. That's why he called us here. Alright, we'll talk to Barnes later. So finding the Aurora Drop and clearing Barnes of suspicion. Those are the two things you called us here to do? Could you please? You're the only ones I can count on. Job's to investigate the case and reveal the truth. We won't know if Barnes is truly innocent until we look into this more. Police must have some reason to suspect him. Do what we can. If that's acceptable to you, we'll take the case. More than acceptable. Thank you, Tim. In that case, may I start investigating the scene of the crime? Of course, the jewel storage room is just upstairs. I know you won't let me down. Wait a second, Tim. There's something I want to try, starting with this case. Want to try? Yeah, a case notebook. The writers for Detective Journal swear by it. Detective Journal, that's the magazine you're always reading, right? Yeah, that's the one. They researched the most efficient way for detectives to organize their case notes. The solution they came up with is with this case notebook. Sounds intriguing. How does it work? Well, I'm getting to that. First, open up your notebook. How was the jewel stolen? The jewel was apparently been stolen, but how did the culprit steal it? First, let's write in the notebook any burning questions that arise while we're investigating. Summarize the testimony and evidence we've gathered during our investigation on the page below. After we collected enough testimony and evidence, the begin deducing option will appear. When you select this, we can start deducing the answers to our questions. We don't have enough testimonies or evidence right now, but once we do, we'll be able to start deducing. I guess actually using the notebook is the best approach. So what do we have to do right now? Collect testimonies and evidence. But to do that, investigate the scene of the crime. Let's go check out the storage room. Being currently searched by police. This is the jewel storage room.
I can't get over how fast you still go in this game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm grateful for the speed up option, don't get me wrong, so. The jewel storage room has been left exactly as it was at the time of the incident. Inspector Halliday has already filled him in.
Yes.
Right. Ah, Whimsicott Cotton. I already said that they were little pranksters, so.
Oh yeah, those are.
What is it, Pikachu? Checked out the door, but there are no signs of forced entry. And we can be fairly certain that the thief used a key to get in. According to Dennis, this room's where the Aurora Drop used to be. Let's take a closer look. Green jewel. The fresh color reminds me of the forest. Just looking at it is calming. What a beautiful jewel! So clear and sparkly, absolutely brilliant. This one's a blue jewel. A deep blue like the ocean. It's kind of a magical feeling to it. A red jewel. What a vibrant red, like boiling hot lava. It's almost too bright to look at.
Started to remind me of the jewels from Zelda when you have to collect the red, green, and blue. Or
I think,
yeah, red, green.
Thinking it's a kind of a reference to Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire myself.
Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't even think of that.
This area looks more disturbed than the rest. Start investigating. Any details slip past you, Tim?
Let me see.
Where should we look first? That sticks out like a sore thumb right here.
Yeah, the whole.
Here's a blue feather. Do you think the Pokemon it belonged to is in this room? Maybe from is the Pokemon that lives in the mansion. Let's look into it later.
Wait, then what's that? Yeah, is that the Poke?
Hey,
Sure.
Tim! Check it out! Looks good, huh? Disguises are a key part of detective work, you know.
Yeah, whatever. Now quit goofing off and investigate.
Ah. He clearly doesn't appreciate my art. Perhaps I need to give him a little more training.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some cotton on the ground. It looks really fluffy and soft. What's a bunch of cotton doing in here? It's like part of the jewel case. Based on the shape, do you think the top half of the case was cut off? Looks that way. It's a really clean cut. Slicing it must have taken one seriously sharp blade. I doubt a human could pull that off. This is the only case that's damaged. This must be where they kept the Aurora Drop. The edge looked like it was sliced clean with a blade. What kind of blade could slice this cleanly from such a sturdy case? base of the jewel case is fixed firmly to the floor. Moving the base doesn't even look possible.
Hey, Tim. Quit looking at my tail and start investigating anything that looks suspicious.
If there's anything else we can...
No, it doesn't look like anything either. Yeah.
Sure you checked everywhere? Thought I checked everywhere. No.
Oh.
Jewel case is still locked. Like Dennis said, the jewel in this case was stored under lock and key. And the key to the case is a different key than the one to the jewel storage room door. I wonder who has the key then? I don't see anything else worth investigating.
There we go.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Alright.
Okay.
Probably figured out how the culprit stole the jewel now by now, huh? Now begin begin deducing in your case notebook.
Okay.
You have a few plausible theories. What do you think is right? Culprit cut open the case and stole the jewel. Culprit hasn't actually stolen the jewel. Yep, and might not have taken the drawer drop out of the... It may have hidden it among the cotton fluff scattered throughout the room. Or the culprit unlocked the case and stole the jewel. Well, obviously, the thing's still locked, so that can't be right.
Yeah.
I'm guessing...
Okay.
Well, we can see the crime. We could tell that the jewel case was sliced open, obviously. After that, the Aurora drop was removed from the case and taken away. And we saw that the jewel case was still locked, which supports that claim. We still need to investigate more to determine how the case was sliced open. But at least we know how the thief got their hands on the Aurora drop.
Okay.
You understand how to use the case notebook now? Once I got some evidence, we start deducing. Feel free to start deducing whenever you feel like it. Well, after investigating the scene, we know how the crime was carried out. You can be certain the culprit sliced open the case and took the jewel from inside. There's one thing that's strange. What's strange about the way the crime was committed? Glass was cut, but the door was not.
Oh.
The door to the storage room was opened with a key. The jewel case was still locked when it was sliced apart. That means the thief only had one set of keys to lend to the storage room. They didn't have the key to the jewel case. And according to Mr. Dennis, only he and Barnes can access the jewel storage room. I understand why the police suspect Barnes, but I'm not so certain. Obviously, it'd be best if we could talk to Barnes ourselves, but he's still being questioned. We need to ask Mr. Dennis about the lock on the jewel case. Well, as we wrap up here, let's go ask him.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah. How's the investigation going? Oh, Mr. Dennis, we were just talking about you. Speak of the devil and who should arrive. I couldn't just stand waiting around. Have you discovered anything? It does appear that the culprit used the storage room key to gain entry. Then believed they cut open the jewel case and took the drop. I suppose that doesn't help Barnes much since he has access to the key. I have a question for you, though. Who has the key to the jewel case? I have it right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case in my person. I've known Barnes a very long time, but I still won't give him this key. Security of the jewel case is my personal responsibility. I can't do anything. Oh yeah, Mr. Dennis and Barnes have worked each other for... That's just testimony. Got it. So both Barnes and Dennis can access the key to the storage room. Only Mr. Dennis has the key himself. Valuable info. Thought I might be getting in the way, but I'm glad to hear I could help. The Aurora Drop is meant to become a symbol of revival for Rhyme City. Anyway, I'm counting on you. Symbol of revival? Let's ask Dennis about that later. Thief cut open the case to steal the jewel. They had the key to the room. And the only people who have access to that key are Dennis and Barnes, so it makes sense that the police would suspect Barnes. If the key hadn't been used to unlock the storage room, Barnes wouldn't be under suspicion in the first place. Why would he do that knowing people would suspect him? Maybe he didn't think that far ahead. In any case, based on what we found at the scene of the crime, we can't be certain of anything just yet. We need to talk to Barnes and the other people they have to say. Not just the people, but the Pokemon as well. Alright. Now that we've got our next steps figured out, let's start interviewing everyone right away.
Oh.
Something on the floor by the window. Okay, let's check it out. What window?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe outside. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's like. Oh, maybe. Oh, I see a window open down there, though.
Oh.
Oh, never mind that one. Another blue feather.
Oh,
What's all this? Pokemon feathers? It looks like it. They're scattered all over the floor and the windows open. Maybe a Pokemon got in or out through here? Think it has anything to do with the case? This. One of these feathers is darker than the others. The other 6 are a lighter shade of blue. Something about that is nagging at me.
Whoa!
We may be investigating a crime, but we should still respect the residents' privacy. We shouldn't go barging into rooms that have nothing with the case.
I see.
Maybe you heard what Mr. Dennis has to say. Guessing he also told you about his butler. Definitely not pleased that Barnes has fallen under suspicion. Sure seems that way. My position, I'm not at liberty to share all the information we've gathered. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. What was the situation in the mansion at the time of the incident? Still looking into that. But we'll get more direct answers asking the witnesses themselves. I was told Barnes is the police's prime suspect. Well, the circumstantial evidence certainly seems to be pointing in his direction. Doesn't sound terribly convinced. Anything strike you as odd? Yes, actually, I can't think of a single motive for Barnes to steal the jewel. He doesn't appear to bear any ill will toward Mr. Dennis, and he's no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover motive in the course of the investigation, but I can't say anything with certainty. I hear the Aurora drops an incredibly valuable jewel. It's not just valuable, it's famous throughout the entire industry. Plenty of people who'd like to put their hands on it. Could the jewel have been stolen by an intruder? Can't rule out the possibility, but based on current evidence, likelihood of a burglary is low. I know this has nothing to do with the current case, but ask me about Harry. Yes, do the police have any new leads on my father's whereabouts? Haven't made any developments on that front. Well, thanks anyway. Still don't understand it himself. Harry was working on the art case when he went missing, so it stands to reason if you followed that thread, you'd find Harry too. The case has been closed and we still don't even have a single clue. Oh, where did Harry disappear to? And don't be discouraged, Tim. Look at how far you've come in the 2 years since you moved to the city in search of your dad. You've become such a great detective that the mayor himself recognized you with an award. You'll find Harry, I'm sure of it. In the meantime, I'll keep offering whatever help I can. Lieutenant McMaster is currently interviewing Mr. Barnes in this room.
Excuse me?
Guess it'd be too much to ask for us to join, yeah? I'm afraid we can't even allow the great Detective Tim to do that. Police protocol, you understand.
Man.
Let's go ahead and ask Manentric. Don't want to waste time chatting while you're on duty, huh? Awful stubborn, aren't you? You're even harder to talk to than Brad's been a trick. Hey, we got some people here we can interrogate.
Hey, gazebo.
Oh, it's Clefable, Mrs. Dennis's partner, apparently. Let's ask it a few questions. Hey, no need to be so rude. What's wrong? Seems like she's real suspicious of us. Maybe she's feeling sensitive after the incident here. Oh, we're not going to be able to ask her anything.
Yes? You certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
Claudia Dennis is Sanjeev Dennis's wife. We're detectives. Mr. Dennis personally asked us to investigate the incident that occurred here. Oh, I suppose my husband did say something about that. Your husband? And that must mean your Claudia Dennis, Sanjeev's wife. I'm sorry to bother you, but mind if we ask a few questions? She does mind, actually. He's going to have to ask you to leave. The case has already been solved. What do you mean by that? The police have said that Barnes is behind all this. Matter's settled. Heard he's under suspicion, yeah, but can't be certain it was Barnes who committed the crime. Sound just like my husband. But nothing you say will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit. Barnes' butler Ducklet was up to no good. I saw it with my own eyes. Did you witness the crime? Barnes' partner Ducklet was involved in the crime. You look as if you don't believe me.
Excuse me?
Is it true that you witnessed the crime? Well, I didn't exactly see it clearly. But I did witness some irrefutable proof. At the time of the incident, she was enjoying a cup of tea on the room's second floor, but noticed a bird Pokemon flying outside the window. Clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon. It had to have been Ducklet. Did find blue feathers near the window and in the storage room. Ducklets? In hindsight, she was obviously stealing fuel. I also heard a faint sound just before that, like something metallic. Metallic sound? You know what could have made that noise? No, but the storage room was ransacked, was it not? I suppose she must have broken something in the act. And I've heard it confirmed that Ducklet's feathers were found in the room. Isn't that proof enough? I'm convinced of her own theory. It's all based on the metallic sound on the sight of a flying blue Pokemon, which is pretty flimsy if you ask me. I'm sorry, Mrs. Dennis, but that information alone isn't enough to definitively prove Barnes is the culprit. Then hurry up and find whoever is. Isn't that what my husband hired you for? I get she's upset, but she doesn't have to take it out on us.
Excuse me?
Mr. Dennis seems pretty confident that the butler is innocent. Oh yes, I'm sure he is. He's always been too trusting. Especially when it comes to Barnes. Do you really trust each other that much? I'm told Barnes has worked here for a very long time. Much longer, in fact, than I've known Sanjeev. I suppose that's why Barnes is always taking my husband's side. Why that? Whenever my husband and I have a disagreement, Barnes inevitably sides with Sanjeev, even though I'm sure he believes he's being impartial. And lack of self-awareness is yet another one of his many flaws. I get the feeling Claudia's not a huge fan of Barnes. I think that's why she's so certain he's the thief.
Excuse me?
Tell me more about Ducklet. Ducklet is Barnes' partner. Dotes on him tirelessly and is always by his side. Mentioned earlier she might be involved in the crime somehow. Ducklet even be capable of such a thing? She even helps Barnes out with his shopping. She'd certainly be capable of making a duel. Whether or not Ducklet stole it, about the one thing that seems certain is that she really likes Barnes.
Yes?
Aurora dropped is an incredibly valuable jewel. Dennis told us the same thing. You really understand? Can you even comprehend just how valuable it is? I knew it. Just look at the blank expressions. Hey, my face always looks like this. As it is, I'm not even sure my husband understands the true value of that. After getting his hands on something so precious, why would he want to donate it to Rhyme City? You're against donating the Aurora Drop? Of course I am. Treasures like that aren't meant to be paraded about for the general public. They should be preserved by quiet observation by a select few. Hard to imagine you quietly doing anything. Right?
Hello there, Detective Tim. Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
That is the voice again. Larry Turner. Hey, you are the detective, right? That's what Mr. Dennis said. Name's... Wait, that's not proper enough. Sorry. My name's Larry Turner, and I'm a member of the House staff. Seems in over his head. Need anything, just let me know. I mean, please inform me if... Really don't have to be so formal with us. Thanks, that's a huge relief. I got this job a while ago, but I'm still not used to talking all fancy. Oh, is that a problem? Well, it's a good thing for me that Barnes deals with all the important guests. My main duties are taking care of the Pokemon, managing the house, and groundskeeping. I can handle all that, no problem. I don't know, this guy isn't exactly filling me with confidence in his ability to do the job. Anyway, you wanted to ask about what happened, right? I already told the police everything I know. I'm really sorry for taking up more of your time, but I ain't complaining about anything, it's just I don't remember what happened very well. Something attacked me out of nowhere and I blacked out. Something attacked him. So, not the thief then? Could you tell us more about that? Right, so where to start? I was just doing my job like normal. I had made food for Pokemon, did some cleaning around the mansion, that sort of thing. I think I was tidying the garden when it happened. I saw Ducklet fly out of a second-story window. As I recall, I wondered where she was going. I mean, usually Ducklet just walks out the front door. It seemed weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. And that's when I saw the door to the jewel storage room was wide open. As if that wasn't shocking enough, the moment I went to look inside, I suddenly got punched by a Pokemon. Next thing I knew, I was lying on a sofa and someone was treating my wounds. Pokemon punched you? Yeah, I feel like I glimpsed a small red figure for just a moment. Based on the size, it couldn't have been human, so I'm guessing it was a Pokemon. A red Pokemon? Do you know what kind it was? Sure, it all happened so fast. I'm so sorry that it happened to you, though. But I'm glad you weren't seriously injured. That's what the doctor said, too. No Pokemon would want to steal the Aurora Drop. It's possible the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to swipe the jewel and punch out Turner. Now that we've heard Turner's story, what do we think? Need to find the Ducklet that flew out the window, and that red Pokemon as well.
Excuse me?
You see anything else when the Pokemon attacked you? If you brought the Pokemon along was probably nearby. Fortunately, that's all he saw. Think of any other details that might give us a clue about the culprit. Nothing in particular comes to mind. I mean, Mr. Dennis is such a nice person. I've never heard of anyone holding a grudge against him. I was real surprised to hear that Barnes was a suspect. You don't think Barnes is responsible? Guess the police must have some reason to suspect him. Honestly, I just can't believe it. Barnes is still showing me the ropes around here. He's a great co-worker with a ton of experience. I mean, if you'd known Barnes before all this, you could never even imagine him being a thief.
Excuse me?
Know anything about the stolen jewel? Aurora Drop? I've never even seen the thing. It's been shut up in that storage room ever since it was brought to the house. I know it's valuable and all, but I assume that's what's been causing all the arguments with Mr. and Mrs. Dennis lately. Sort of arguments. In case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's going to donate the Aurora Drop, but Mrs. Dennis is against the plan. They've been fighting about it almost daily. Really must be a point of contention. I guess Mrs. Dennis just doesn't want to give up such a valuable jewel. Aurora Drop's been driving a wedge between Life, huh? See if Sanji knows anything else. Not that symbol of revival. What makes the Aurora Drop a symbol of revival? 2 years ago, during the R incident, my jewel shop suffered considerable damage. But you were a victim of R? Some Pokemon who'd exposed to R went berserk. Their rampage destroyed my shop, to say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other goods. By that time, I already had the Aurora Drop. I kept it stored safely in the shop. Was the Aurora Drop damaged as well? No, it actually wasn't, as a matter of fact. Of all the jewels in the shop, the Aurora Drop was the only one to remain unscathed. The breeze felt so perfectly around the Aurora Drop, you might believe it was being protected. I guess there's some magic left in the world after all. Ever since then, the Aurora Drop became known as the jewel that survived the R incident. People started visiting my shop just to see it. And thanks to all that attention, my business was able to get back on its feet. Sounds like a valuable jewel in more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it back to your mansion instead of keeping it in the shop? Well, I decided to donate it to Rhyme City. Why donate something so precious to you? It's not just precious to me. That's exactly why I decided to donate it. Mayor Myers has done his part in improving our city by declaring the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. I thought it was about time I did mine. So I wanted to donate the jewel that survived the R incident as a symbol of Rhyme City's revival. I hope that by doing so I can help liven up not just my shop, but the whole city as well. It's a wonderful gesture. I'm glad you think so. Not everyone's so pleased about it, however. We already know about his wife being against it, so... Alright. What does the dog have to say? She sure doesn't look happy. Apparently she feels responsible. No wonder she's so down. We should leave her alone for a while.
Alone or growth.
Now then, Mr. Barnes, we'll thank you not to leave the mansion until further notice. It sounds like the police finished interrogating Barnes. Let's go talk to him. Brandon Barnes, butler. How did it get this? Why are the police so suspicious of me? Excuse me, are you Mr. Barnes? Where's Mr. Noble? I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis has hired me to investigate the crime that occurred here. Is that so? My apologies, I'm Brandon Barnes. I work here at the Dennis residence as a butler. Mind if we ask you some questions, Mr. Barnes? I realize you must be tired since you were just questioned by the police. Oh, please don't about that. If you've been hired by Mr. Dennis, then it is my duty to give you my full cooperation. What would you like me to speak about first? Well, let's take a... Give me a second here, because I'm getting a little parched from speaking all this much. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, where is my... Some water. Oh. Oh. This, and I got like 3 more gallons upstairs. Oh. Just thinking to myself, man, hope all this water is enough to last me like the next 2 weeks. And I'm thinking, I don't know, at this rate, might be having to go get another couple of gallons from the store.
Oh, yeah.
And that gallon is empty since I poured it into my glass here.
I know I got like I got delivery for water because we have like a BJ store that has 40 cases at a very good price.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know if your area has one too. If you ever do check it out and see what the price is because it might be better than what the store has.
I don't have anything like that out here.
Oh no.
Wouldn't surprise me none.
Okay, Because like this. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say yeah, because the stores we have have 24 cases, while BJ's has like 40 of them. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the 40 instead of the 24.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. All right. What about the time of the incident here? So Brandon was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't after he finished his errand and entered the house that he realized something was amiss. He heard Turner cry out from the second floor, and when he rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage room. So Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. See the thief with the partner Pokemon? No. Wait. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, the way you just said no reminded me of that. You know, when the party guys were using that no.
So, do I have that soundboard? Oh, I don't. I have this. No! That's not it.
Yeah, it was like that bird one going no.
Oh. Pikachu has a good point. If Barnes ran up the stairs, you'd think he would have ran straight into the thief. He didn't see anyone. How could they have escaped from the second floor? Check the storage room. Yes, the door was already open, and when I looked inside, the Aurora drop was gone. I then contacted Mr. Dennis and the police right away. Is there anyone who could corroborate your whereabouts at the time? Fortunately, no. It was only afterward that Mrs. Dennis came out of her room to see what the commotion was about. And the only others in the house at the time were Growlithe and Clefable. Naturally, no one could take witness statements from Pokemon, so I'm afraid I have no alibi. That's where we come in. The Pokemon that live in this mansion might know something. Do you have any idea who the thief might be? Not a clue, he's afraid. I do know that Mr. Dennis and I are the only ones who can really use the key to the storage room. Growlithe guards that key with constant vigilance. Constant vigilance, Potter! Constant vigilance! So I imagine it would be very difficult for anyone else to take it from her. I suppose it's no great wonder that the police suspect me, given the circumstances. But I would never do anything so senseless. This confirms that only those two have access to the key.
Yes.
Ducklet is my dear partner Pokemon. Just look at this photo. That's Ducklet with you there? Yes, isn't she adorable? Just look at her feathers. It's simply beautiful. That's not all. He's also incredibly clever, and he even helps me out with my work. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I tend to get a bit carried away when I speak about Ducklet. So you mentioned she helps you with your work. What exactly does she do? Let's see. She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans from a local cafe. Oh, she buys coffee beans. That's nice.
I knew he was going to bring that up.
Yeah. There's a place nearby called the Hi-Hat Cafe. Perhaps you've heard of it. She regularly goes shopping there by herself. If that's their go-to cafe, then it's got to be for the Hi-Hat blend. Because I shouldn't be surprised that Rhyme City's elites have such refined taste. I asked her to go to the cafe today, but in fact she hasn't even yet returned. Could she have wandered off somewhere? Do you have any idea where Ducklet might be? Fortunately, no. Feathers found at the scene of the crime are Ducklet's, right? Yeah, no question about it. But I haven't the faintest idea why Ducklet's feathers would be there. The thought of her getting caught up in the crime somehow, I'm so worried I can hardly think straight. Out of all the jewels in Mr. Dennis's collection, he considers the Aurora Drop to be precious. He worked tirelessly to acquire it in the first place. You might even say the Aurora Drop is the physical manifestation, the crystallization of Mr. Dennis's career as a jeweler. I have nothing but swift retribution on the thief who stole it from him. Someone who speaks so formally, Barnes is a pretty passionate guy, isn't he? Let's find the Aurora Drop, I beg you. Don't worry, sir, we're on the case.
Well...
Based on Barnes' testimony, I'm not surprised the police suspect him. Only there was another witness at least. Not that. Aren't you forgetting something, Tim? Barnes told us that Growlithe and Clefable were in the mansion at the time of the incident, remember? Alright, maybe the Pokemon saw something. Leave the rest to me. Let's go question them.
Yeah, but didn't Clefable not want to talk early?
Yeah, earlier. What do you want, great detective? Finish questioning Barnes? For now, anyway. We just haven't finished gathering our evidence. Doesn't change the fact that Barnes is still a suspect. Well, if you don't like it, we ask you some questions. If you insist, but I have no intention to share confidential information with you.
Excuse me?
So the storage room key, the reason the police suspect Barnes. Oh, so you know that much already. Well, no point denying it. The only two people who can access the key are the homeowner and his butler. I highly doubt Mr. Dennis staged all of this himself, which believes Barnes is the only logical suspect. Not only that, but there were ducklet feathers at the crime scene, and Barnes' partner is Ducklet. Clearly, Barnes used the key to get inside the storage room, then had Ducklet fly off with the jewel. That's my working theory. We don't have any decisive evidence yet, though. But we're going to find this Ducklet that flew the coop, then we'll get definitive proof. You'll see. Well, I'll be continuing my own investigation. Following any leads other than Barnes? Yes, we are. We've already collected statements from every last person in the house. Do you mind if I ask what your impression of each of them was? Well, I suppose I could tell you that much. Mr. Dennis seems rather shaken by Barnes falling under suspicion. His wife Claudia is in query acting quite impetuously. He's been approaching us repeatedly to demand that we hurry and wrap up our investigation. It's gotta be tough. I almost feel bad for Brad. One of the staff members, Turner, has been very cooperative with our investigations. He's told us a lot about everything that happened up until he lost consciousness. That's all I can say for now. Please keep questioning people and talk to Pokemon. Interviewing the Pokemon around here might help us paint a clearer picture. And don't need to glare at us. Calm down, we're not going to get in the way of your police work, so you're committed to the job. And he's been keeping watch, so if anyone tried to hide some evidence, he'd spot it right away. I guess he's helpful in that sense, but I just wish he'd dial back his aggression.
Tim. Yo, main Ectric! Working hard?
Stay out of the way!
What did I ever do to you?
Oh, we actually got subtitles for the Pokemon now. Still looks well, she wouldn't want to do anything for us. Okay, fine. Talk to Growlithe then. Sorry to bug you when you're already feeling down, but it would be alright if we asked you a few questions. We're here to catch the thief, and we need your help to do that. Willing to talk to us if it'll help Sanjay? Growlithe's nickname for Dennis, near as I can tell. Yeah, his full name's Sanjeev, so I guess Sanji makes sense. Start with the questions. Was Dennis's partner, it's your job to guard the mansion, and we already know that the jewel storage was around your neck. Important to Dennis, so guarding it is important to you. Makes sense. She says she never let anyone other than Dennis or Barnes even touch the key. That's why you feel extra responsible for what happened. Really got a strong sense of responsibility. Don't worry, the two of us are going to crack this case.
Well,
You remember anything about the time of the incident? Don't know because you were napping. Breakfast was so tasty you ate too much and it made you sleepy? Yeah, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. What are you even talking about? So you woke up when Barnes got home, and that would have been right before all the commotion happened. And when you woke up, your key was gone. I can tell you're upset. So you'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief. We'll come ask for an assist if anything comes up. Says Barnes is a kind and well-mannered person. He and Dennis are close, and she's never seen them fighting or arguing. And Growlithe likes Barnes as well. What Growlithe says, it's hard to think of Barnes as a culprit. Nothing in Growl's testimony that can help us prove Barnes' innocence. The only one we can ask is Clefable. Think we're thieves returning to the scene of the crime? You've done it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually the detectives looking to catch the thief. Could you please help us? Yes, really, come on, you can trust us. Help us out, and I'm sure Claudia's bad mood will cheer up as well. Ah, so you're finally willing to talk to us. Okay. Guess Clefable was worried we'd do something bad.
Hey,
We have a job here in the mansion. No job per se unless you count spending time with Claudia. Isn't it tough hanging out with someone so prickly? Claudia's not a bad person, you say. I didn't mean to insult her. Claudia's always arguing with someone or other. But as was just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing? I get it now. Your job is to cheer her up when she gets into arguments. You're pretty nice, actually. Did anything strange happen today? Clefable's saying she got real sleepy when playing in the mansion this morning. Then she dozed off and doesn't know anything that happened after that. What is her impression of Barnes? Claudia doesn't like Barnes, so Clefable tries not to have much to do with him. But she doesn't think Barnes is a bad person. After all, she says Barnes ran to help Turner when he got hurt. So does that mean Clefable saw Barnes going upstairs to help Turner? What else can she tell us? Clefable was dozing near the front door this morning. When Barnes got home from doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted the door. Then Clefable and Barnes heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. And that's when, to their surprise, they found Turner on the floor. So when Turner was attacked, Barnes was still on the first. Alright, well that's everything we got. Let's go ahead and start deducing.
Okay.
We got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and put our thoughts together. Based on everything we heard, is there anything that suggests Barnes is innocent? We just heard from Clefable that he just returned to the mansion. So both he and Clefable heard Turner cry out. So that right there, that's highly unlikely. We learned that Clefable greeted Barnes when he returned to the mansion. And Growlithe said she woke up at exactly the same time. Barnes and the others only became aware of the crime after that, so Barnes was on the first floor when Turner was attacked. That would have made it very difficult for Barnes to steal the jewel. Can't prove his innocence with that alone. Can't exactly disclose that testimony came from Pokemon. No one would believe us. We're going to need other evidence to prove his innocence. So Barnes has an alibi. But we can't list the suspicion around Barnes with Clefable's testimony alone. We're going to need some other kind of evidence to prove his innocence. Where should we look for it? Nothing immediately to find. Times like these, it's best to try investigating other leads. We might find a thread somewhere unexpected that leads us back to this. To get close to the truth of the case, we've got no choice but to find the Pokemon the witness saw. Witnesses reported seeing a red Pokemon and Ducklet. I wonder if the Pokemon that cut open the jewel case is the culprit's partner. Makes sense to think that no such human was seen by witnesses. Having said that though, we might learn something if we can find the red Pokemon. Let's head to the city and get some leads on that. Be able to figure out what Pokemon it actually is. At this point it seems pretty unlikely that Barnes is the culprit. Then why did Ducklet leave from the second floor window? Seems unlikely that it's got nothing to do with the jewel thief. Finding Ducklet would be the quickest way to confirm that. I guess we're heading back to the city then.
Alright, like think of my own head, what it could be, maybe like a Sizor?
Yeah, that was exactly what I was thinking. So, should we go after Ducklet or search for the red Pokemon? If you're unsure, why don't we try following Ducklet? Might have a better lead to go on that for than the red Pokemon. Did hear that Ducklet was supposed to go buy coffee beans today. I'll bet you she went to the High Hat Cafe. Let's go search it.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. That's like the really only red Pokemon I could think was Sizor, because he has his cut like Scyther would use.
Yeah, I mean that was exactly the first Pokemon that came to mind myself was Sizor.
Yeah.
Huh? You mean you won't help me? I understand how you feel, man, but we're in the middle of an investigation right now. Yes, but what should I do? Looks like that woman's got a problem. Sure does. I doubt it has anything with our case, but it's hard not to want to help someone who's in trouble. Ask the spirits, Tim. If we see a person or Pokemon with a problem, we do what we can to help them. That's what makes us the great detectives. But we do need to prioritize our current case, if this is something we can help them with when we have time. Side quests ahoy!
Yeah.
During your investigation, people in Pokemon may request your help solving their problems. These people in Pokemon have a blue speech bubble. If you see them, try talking to them. Local concerns you've agreed to help with are added to a list. You can check this at any time by pressing the Y button. Keep in mind, some of these requests aren't necessary problems in the strictest sense of the term.
What do we get for doing them?
Not sure. Excuse me, may I ask what's wrong? My little pup's gone missing. Oh no, what happened? Taking a walk in together in Serenity Park. I guess Lillipup must have been having too much fun. He got so worked up he took off like a rocket. I've been searching all over for him, and now I'm exhausted. That police officer won't look into it for me either. I don't know what to do. Just ignore this? That's right, helping people is a detective's job, and finding lost Pokemon even more so. We'd like to help you, man. We're detectives, so we're pretty good at looking for lost people in Pokemon. Really, that'd be a huge help. Can you think of anywhere your Lillipup might have gone? Well, I've already searched the park pretty thoroughly, but I haven't looked for him in the city yet. Also, my Lillipup likes quiet places, but I'm not sure there are any places like that around here. I think that's enough info for us to go on. Please wait here while we search for him. I'm so sorry to add to your workload when you already look so busy, but thank you. I hope you find my sweet Lillipup. Well, if we see a Lillipup during our investigation, we should talk to it. Find the lost Lillipup. Right. They seem happy. What are you talking about? They're saying no matter how many times they visit the city, it's always bustling and full of fun. You suppose they witnessed anything? Certainly ask. So they ride on seasonal winds that take them all over the world. The city seems even livelier than usual when the Whimsicott arrive. Soon they'll be leaving this city to travel somewhere else. They like coming here every year because they get so many different Pokemon. Is this cotton yours? Whimsicott confirmed that it's theirs. You actually found this in the mansion. I don't suppose you've been in there. Have? Maybe you haven't? Oh, come on, you gotta remember at least that much. That one remembers. It remembers going into the mansion playing with its friends. It thinks so. It's not a very clear answer.
Hey,
How'd you get into the dentist's residence? Might have been in the mansion, but how'd you get inside? Went in through the window with your friends? Well, why would you do that? Don't remember eating anything after eating breakfast this morning. Please, it's really important. Try to remember. Some human you don't know asked you to do it? What was the stranger like? Don't remember because it was someone you've never seen before. Look here, you might be an accessory to theft! You have no idea what we're talking about, do you? Whimsicott may have been unknowingly involved in the crime. And if they were, they're blissfully ignorant of it. After all, playing pranks is kind of their whole deal. Matters.
Hey,
Have you two seen any red Pokemon around here? Poniard is red. Oh, Poniard could possibly use it. It's a steel type.
Oh yeah.
Recently become friends with one. It's a red Pokemon with blades all over its body. And it's true that Poniard's pretty red. You often run into Poniard at the terrace at Serenity Park. And on windy days you play with it by picking it up and flipping it around. They said they like to fly Poniard all the way here from Serenity Park. Serenity Park's the big park just beyond here. The terrace is way over on the far side. You can find it there. Remember when you last played with Poniard? Lately, you've been playing together every day, even today. You might be able to find it there now. If we go to meet Poniard, we should be careful about how we treat its favorite rock. It's a favorite rock. Apparently, there's a rock at the terrace that Poniard really cares about. One time, they accidentally stepped on it, and Poniard got real mad. Better watch where we step. I don't suppose they've seen Ducklet around, have they? And they didn't see her. See her, I wonder where she might have went. So Poniard might be the red Pokemon we're looking for. Apparently it's good friends with the Whimsicott that went mentioned, so it seems pretty likely. All it'd be fastest to just go meet it and ask. We still have to track down Ducklet. Start by whichever one you like, so. Well, we know where the whatchamacallit is, oh.
What if this is one of those where you have to do the civilian case, or because if you do the main, will it be locked out or no?
Yeah, I don't know. Rubbish. Squovitz. Watchog. Not a Watchog. I guess it's a Watchog. I'm trying to remember what the pre-evolution was. Yeah, it is a Watchog beats. Patrat's the pre-evolution.
Oh, okay.
It's been a hot minute since I played Black and White.
whoa!
Just wondering to see if whatchamacallit, Lillipup was around here.
Drop it.
Drub! Hey, wait up!
It's gone.
And it's gone.
Oh,
Ran down this street, right? Well, so we can ask some questions. Find it. Oh. I'll see you later. Let's go into the cafe.
Oh, Tim!
Hello there.
Wow, what a coincidence running into you here. Yeah, I'm as surprised as you are. Yeah, that's the girl we just saw yesterday during the freaking parade. Oh, Howard's notebook, she's the girl from the photo. Mayor's daughter. Said she knows a lot about Pokemon too. Is she just a classmate or... See, this is why I don't like telling you about my personal life. Looking out for you. I never hear you talk about actually having fun with people. Who's the woman next to her? I know about as much as you do. I don't think we've met before. Jessica, have you heard of these? Of course, it's an honor to meet the great detectives. By the way, Tim, were you talking to Biggie just now? Well, duh. Aw, no need to be embarrassed. I totally understand the urge to talk with your partner. Now that you're here, why don't you chat with us for a bit?
You and Pikachu must be working hard, huh?
Yeah, he's actually more helpful than he looks.
That's pretty impressive, Pikachu.
Come on, Timmy. Better compliment that. You seem different from usual somehow. Don't tell me that award my dad is already going to start to change you. Of course not. I'm the same as I've always been. I mean, we don't really know each other all that well. Maybe you have the wrong impression of me. No way. I've had my eye on you for a while now, Tim. Excuse me? Oh, does she mean what I think she means? It's like I have a front row seat to the great detective in action. Feels like an exciting new adventure could break out at any moment. Did you get your hopes up for a moment there, Tim? Why, you.
It is such an honor to meet you, Tim. Thank you for solving the R case. You have no idea what that meant to me.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Matt was asking, was that Cassandra Lee Morris? I don't know, actually. Let's take a look. Detective Turn.
Oh, would you looking at something?
Yeah, Matt was wanting to know who one of the voice actors was on this, and I wanted to see if I can. Voice actor. Let's go ahead and behind the voice actors. Let's see about this. Looks like Rachel Myers was voiced by Laura Stahl. Not a whole lot of information on this cast was.
I think I know why. Yeah, she because Matt's been playing this. She also voiced Jonah Sacred in The Legend of Heroes: Trails into Revere.
Ah, makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, Keira Buckland voiced Amelia Christie earlier in that one thing. Ooh! Rossetti voiced Will Butler. Zung-Wan Cho.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Ooh, Young Ye also got a voice in this too.
Oh, who did Young Ye voice?
He voiced a guy by the name of Charles Murlock. He's gonna be later in the game. Haven't met him yet.
Okay.
Yeah, Jonah, the kid who's friends with Tio. Yeah. Didn't think I'd be going this long already. Huh.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Yep. I see news about your accomplishments on TV all the time. You're quite the celebrity. I wouldn't go that far. No need to be modest. You're a great detective after all. Jessica used to work with my mother years ago. That's how we met, and we've been friends ever since. Oh, I see. But it's been a while since we met up like this. About 2 years, I think? We've both been so busy lately that it just hasn't been time to get together. Which explains why you were never in the first game. I had no idea you'd become friends with a famous great detective. You surprised? Yes, of course. Hey, I'm the great detective. By the way, Tim, I work at a pizzeria in Bamboo Borough. If you're ever in the area, stop on by. I'll treat you one of our awesome pizzas. You hear that, Tim? Let's go sometime. The pizza place where Jessica works is actually pretty famous. Sounds great. I'd love to go. I'll take you up on that offer. I'll be waiting. Tim, there's actually something I wanted to talk to you about. What's up? Well, it's about something going on at home. Not sure how much help I'll be, but you can always talk to me. I don't want to waste your time, though. And don't worry about it. I'm working right now, but we can meet up tonight if you're free. Sure, that works. Thank you, Tim. How about you stop by my apartment later this evening? Not bad, Tim. But aren't we supposed to have dinner with your family tonight? Yeah, but this sounds serious. I just can't brush her off. Besides, Mom will probably be doting on her, too. I could do is cheer her out for a bit. Fair enough. I'm sure your family will understand.
Tim. Hey, Tim. Jessica seems really grateful to us for solving the R case 2 years ago. Nice to know our hard work wasn't for nothing.
Young Yales will voice the Divine Blade of Wind, Arius McClaren in Reverie. Interesting.
Well, look who it is.
Pablo Millen, owner of the cafe. Man, I remember the live-action thing of the Ludicolo in the movie. Holy hell, that was a terrifying design, but it was also kind of cool, too.
Yeah.
Looks like she's in a good mood as always. Think she might know something. Might, we can ask.
Mm-hmm.
You seen a ducklet recently? It says ducklet comes to the cafe pretty often. Pablo knows more about that, apparently. You sometimes see ducklet at Serenity Park? Pond water there is good for your fur. And you meet ducklet there sometimes when you want to go to bathe. How nice you tell each other about good swimming spots. I guess water-type Pokemon get along swimmingly with each other. Haha! Sound effect.
Luda?
See, you got an ear for rock now, not just jazz. Apparently a Politoed and its friends put on a concert here last night. And you really love that music, so that's how you went from jazzist to rocker. Love to hear Politoed's concert sometime.
Hey.
Hey Tim, did something happen today? I noticed you weren't here this morning. Yeah, I got caught up in a new case. Oh, sounds rough. You mind if I ask you some questions? Hey, sure, go right ahead.
Excuse me?
You know the ducklet that lives down at the dentist residence? Yeah, I know, you're talking about Barnes' partner, right? She often comes here all on her own to buy coffee beans. She really is a clever little Pokemon. Like Barnes said, she always comes with this cute little bag that I fill with beans for her. As far as I know, she takes them straight back to the mansion. In fact, she left with her usual order a couple minutes ago. Really?
Hey.
Butler from the dentist mansion? Yeah, he swings by the cafe pretty often after he's done with work. Barnes is a regular. He loves coffee and jazz, so we got plenty to talk about. But apparently he's been really stressed lately, so he hasn't been stopping by as much. Stressed, huh? You know why Barnes was stressed? Was he worried about something? Oh, well, I'm not sure it's my place to tell you about a customer's personal matters. I'm trying to help. It's for Barnes' sake. Ah, so this is for a case, huh? I guess I better tell you. He was worried about the jewel that Mr. Dennis was planning to donate to Rhyme City. Apparently the Dennises had differences of opinions about that. Barnes was trying to come up with a compromise that would satisfy both of them. But he said he just wound up getting stuck in the middle of the argument. Sounds stressful. I remember him saying he wished there was no jewel in the first place. Wish there was no jewel, huh? Anyway, that's all I know. Hope it helps.
Excuse me?
Must be really busy moving your cafe to this new location. You feel all settled in now? Yeah, it feels like things are finally getting back to normal. I know Pikachu's been coming here on his own to drink your coffee. I hope he hasn't been causing you any trouble. Trouble? Me? I'm a paying customer. Tab. Not at all. The cafe is way closer to your place now, and it seems like Pikachu feels comfortable here. And the Hi-Hat Cafe always welcomes Pokemon customers.
Okay, let's start juicing.
I want to talk to this person here real first. Milkery. base. Oh, it's a milkery. Hey, Pablo, got a new customer? Oh, you mean this milkery? Ah, no, it's new. Just started living here, in fact. I wonder what sort of place it's from. Whoa, hold on, milkery. Both Tim and Pikachu have particular blends they prefer. You can't just add cream without asking. I'd prefer to keep my coffee black, but why don't you try some cream, Tim? Sure, and it smells great. I'll give it a try next time. Alright, I guess we'll start producing then.
Okay.
Well, yeah. You went here to the cafe.
Okay.
Apparently she goes down on a regular basis to buy them. Today was one of those days. Pablo said he just handed her her usual order. Ducklet must have been headed back to the mansion. She might be back there already.
Okay.
Something that could prove Barnes' innocence. Knowing that Barnes' partner Ducklet had nothing to do with the crime. Only went out to go shopping. Ducklet only went out shopping. She didn't run off with the school. Since Barnes has no connection to the crime, but even if Barnes' partner is innocent, that doesn't prove he is.
Whoa!
Approach. Don't think we have enough information yet. Alright, yeah. Okay. Ah, fuck that one up. So.
Okay.
Head back to the mansion.
Do you want to try and tackle the civilians thing first before you go back to the mansion?
I suppose we could do that. We go head down that back alley.
Yep.
Self-appointed city patrol. I wonder if he might have anything to do with the Watchdog's hobby is observing things in the city. What was you about to say?
I was gonna say, yeah, he does look red as well.
Isn't it something useful? Oh, it just has anything about. No. I thought it was gonna have anything about Lilliput.
Hey, Jude.
No.
Says saw Ducklet pass by here. Passed by here. She was probably on her way to the cafe. Yeah, we already knew about that. So many red Pokemon, you don't know which one we mean? Good point. You know, it's a Pokemon that you slice clean through hard objects and can easily knock down a human with a punch. No Pokemon like that around here. Okay. Never get bored in the city because there's so many different people and Pokemon to watch. That must be fun having eyes like yours. Especially since they let you see in the dark. Alright. Going to the back alley. Let's see what we got. It's not here. Rubbish must be hiding somewhere. Oh, no point hanging around here. Let's go interview someone else.
Well, I mean, yeah, you decided to go to the coffee shop instead of
Oh!
all the Pokemon.
Well, there's the Lilliput we needed to find. Did someone say walkies? Say, Pikachu, isn't this? Yeah, it's Lilliput. Maybe indeed that partner of that woman we met in front of the dentist residence. Let's ask. Hey there, what are you doing all the way over here? I see. Apparently he was having so much fun running around he wasn't paying attention to where he was going. Next thing he knew, he was here. And just like that woman said earlier. Says he misses his partner. Alright, we're gonna tell her and bring her here to you. Oh, Lilliput, I'm so glad you've been found. Thank you so much for finding my dear Lilliput detective. Glad we could help. You ran away because you weren't getting enough playtime, didn't you? Alright, then we can play together as much as you like today. Guess that settles the matter. Nice to see them both so happy.
Oh, Betty, you want to move your mouse? It's I see it on screen. There you go.
I was just trying to keep it above the whatchamacallit, the soundboard.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I don't think we really got anything specific from that, but aside from just getting the side quest done.
Really? I would have figured they would give you something for that.
Well, this kind of reminds me more of like Ace Attorney, where this is kind of more of a visual novel kind of style. Or really more Ace Attorney investigations rather than actual Ace Attorney specifically. What in the world were you doing? My apologies, sir. Did something happen, Brad? Ducklet was spotted near the mansion just now, but when my subordinates tried to catch her, they let her escape. Ducklet had just gotten back to the mansion. You know where she ran off to? Fortunately, I do not, and I don't have the resources to keep searching. At this point, I'll have to call on the services of the Pokemon Protection Bureau. Tell the inspector I'm heading back to the station for a moment. Yes, sir. Well, Brad and Manectric are gone. Still, we have no idea where Ducklet could have run off to. Where would we even start looking?
Well...
Now what? We put the Studge on Ducklet on hold and look for the red Pokemon instead? Yeah, sure, it's better than just spinning our wheels. There are still places we haven't looked. Let's check them out. I'll catch her next time.
I'll get you next time, Gudgeon.
Serenity Park. This place is huge. That's Serenity Park for you. Whimsicott said Poniard hangs out around here. Terrace is their usual meetup spot. Go look.
Raboot!
Score a hat trick. It's a Raboot, Pokemon known for excellent footwork. What's it saying, Pikachu? Wants us to be quiet because it's trying to think of a practice routine. Alright, well, let's leave it be then. It's, that one. What was that one Pokemon? It's Librid's Pre-Evolution. Erwin! Couldn't remember it. Pokemon being awful friendly. Sudowoodo, unmoving as a tree. Just thinking this was an odd place for a tree, but it's actually a Pokemon? Yeah, it's a Sudowoodo. They have a habit of pretending to be trees. Yeah, Tim, the Pokemon secret police, yeah. Practicing your tree imitation, huh? Your tree imitation, if you will? I have to practice right here. It seems like it'll block a lot of foot traffic. Hey, if you want to practice, you should try doing it somewhere else. Location totally blows your cover. And it just wanders off.
Yeah, he's like, okay.
That sure seemed to send it into a panic. Yeah, it's funny because I was playing Violet like last night after we did the stream, and I saw the wild Sudowoodo. I came up to this one wild one, and it fucking started booking, just hauling ass away from me. And I love how the wild Pokemon react differently to you. It's like some just kind of hang off at a distance and stare at you. Some come real close and they kind of investigate but don't do anything. Others just run the hell away from you, and then others, when they spot you, just immediately try to murder you.
Yeah.
Guess it thought it was blending in perfectly. This is a fountain for Pokemon to drink from. My Sarina really loves the water here. Someone wants to replant that tree in the flower bed, but when? Oh.
Oh, he moved over there. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That should have been the obvious hint.
Yeah. Oh, look, a Rabambi. Rabambi bakes pollen and nectar to make all kinds of different puffs. He's busy. Apparently it's making pollen puff for its cutie fly to eat. Those little bugs have big appetites when they're growing up, so it's got to prepare a ton of food. Sounds like a lot of work. Let's just watch and not get in the way. Oh.
You there! Wait, you wouldn't happen to be that great detective duo, would you?
There he is.
I am such
There's
a
young
huge
Gage, yep.
fan of yours.
Oh dear, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Charles Murlock. I'm a scientist working here in Rhyme City to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Scientist, huh? What's that? You'd like to hear more about what I do? Actually, my research has been recognized by Mayor Myers himself. I'm helping out with a new policy that he and the City Council are working on. You might say I'm the brains behind Rhyme City's latest policies. This guy's intense. He seems like the type of guy who doesn't even listen to what others are saying. If you great detectives have any questions for me, then by all means, fire away. After all, I have something in common with you both. We're all working to help Rhyme City. We're all coming from the same place, comrades with the same goals. So I'm prepared to answer any questions you have. Thanks. It's our only choice to play along for a bit. What a drag.
Excuse me?
So, what sort of research are you doing, Mr. Murlock? My research explores the nature of communication between people and Pokemon. That sounds complicated. No, it's quite simple, really. We're just trying to help Pokemon understand human language. Imagine what that do for Rhyme City. It'd make life here so much entertaining and simple. A whole city where people and Pokemon can go back and forth like we can. That really would make Rhyme City an even better place. Don't you think?
Excuse me?
What exactly do you do to help the mayor with policy development? My domain is science, not politics. I can't actually propose new legislation. What I can do, though, is develop new machines and equipment. I also help distribute them to the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City. I'm proud to contribute to my city with the power of science! Wonderful. Isn't it? Mayor Myers came up with the idea for a bill to help people and Pokemon coexist, so I feel duty-bound to use my position as a scientist to support it. Up for a speech. I can tell how passionate you are about improving the city.
Oh, can I ask you a favor, Pikachu? Would you allow me to give you a quick health exam?
How with those grabby hands, not...
Ow! Hey, what'd you just do to me?
Something that was too explicit that we had to black it out.
Oh dear, is Pikachu upset with me? I only plucked a bit of fur, and the test results should be ready in just a moment. What exactly are you doing? This is a machine I created at Mayor Maya's request. It can measure a Pokemon's vital signs in record time. In other words, it's made to quickly check a Pokemon's health. I'd say it's a good thing for both people and their partners, wouldn't you? Yeah, it sure sounds like it. Way to bury the lead. Okay, it's ready. Now let me see. What's it say? It's detecting caffeine? Did someone say caffeine? Seeing as a detective, I figured this was no ordinary Pikachu. These results are truly fascinating. Hello, Mr. Murlock? Oh, do forgive me. He's quite alright. No problems at all. I suppose his triglycerides are a bit high for him. My what? He does seem slightly different from a regular Pikachu, though. Is there something I mean, well, now that you finish your checkup, I think we better get. Ah, yes, sorry to taking up so much of your time. Good luck, great detectives. Tim, Mayor Myers sounds perfectly appropriate for Halloween, at least. Yeah. Come on, Pikachu, stop sulking. Let's go. Sir rides Grump. Pikachu, you probably don't even know what he's even talking about, do you? Hey, Phalanx. There are a lot of amazing Pokemon around. These ones are so well coordinated. This must be the terrace.
This is the top, yeah?
Look at that, Pikachu.
Huh?
From here, you have a perfect view of the dentist residence.
Tim, what are you thinking? I'm pretty sure that window's the one in front of the storage room. Pokemon capable of flying can go straight into the mansion from here. Yeah, if our thief was getting help from a Pokemon, this would be the perfect vantage point. This is where the Whimsicott usually pioneered, right? That's what they said, but I don't see it anywhere. It's here earlier. Maybe it left some kind of a sign. Well, Pioneered are known for their blades. It's not much, but it's the only lead we have. Better get looking. These torn up leaves have rough, uneven edges. Probably not this. Suppose Pioneer did that? Nah, it's too rough and uneven. Looked to me like they were bitten, not cut. What's up with this rock? It's covered in gashes. Has someone been scratching at it? Yeah, this is... Yeah. These gashes look like they were left by something sharp, like a blade. Whimsicott said that the Poniard has a rock that it really likes. Not a human be strong enough to make cuts like this. Ah, no, I mashed it too much. I just realized Pikachu also speeds at 2 when you're doing the.
Oh yeah, it's. That's so funny.
Cotton probably fell here when the Whimsicott were playing with Poniard. I say I do have basically the human MC's haircut now, so it's quite.
Okay,
That's
let's
cool.
start deducing.
Where is the red Pokemon?
Okay.
Figure out where the red Pokemon is. Search near the rock.
Okay.
We did find a rock that was covered in slashes that had been cut up by sharp blades. Maybe those slashes were made by Poniard. It's definitely the rock the Whimsicott we're talking about. Go where that rock is, we might find Poniard there. Take a look around the rock.
I can't believe I didn't even think of Poniard, even though we've been playing Violet. Like,
Yeah.
I would have.
I do find it funny that Sizer was the first Pokemon we both thought of, that it just immediately came to mind, too.
Yeah.
So, to catch Jay up to speed here, basically what happened is we came to a mansion where a jewel was stolen. Jewel was being kept in the case that was kept under lock and key. That the room was also kept under lock and key. We noticed that the door to the room was unlocked. There was no damage to the door, but the case was sliced open cleanly. But the case itself was still locked. So obviously a Pokemon had to slash open the case. And they recognized that from the testimonies that a red Pokemon had been responsible. Well, obviously the first thought that we came in was red Pokemon capable of slashing, Scizor.
Yep.
But then they further mentioning something about it being small and covered in blades, and then when they brought up Poniard, then we was like, oh, damn, we didn't even think about that.
Yeah, even though I was like thinking, how did we miss that? Because we played Violet, we should have known. We've seen them before.
Yeah. Can we think of any way to draw Poniard here? Yeah, climb on the rock.
Oh.
Whimsicott said that Poniard got angry when they stepped on the rock. Yeah, you're right. Good memory. Maybe Poniard will show up if one of us climbs on it. Worth a shot. Let's give it a try.
So that's pretty much like Pinky's sister. Don't touch Boulder.
Yeah. How's this? I just hope it's actually here to see this. Oh, there it is. What the? Impressive swordplay. Poniard. It's like Whimsicott said. Okay, it's saying, darest thou tread upon my cherished rock? What is thy meaning of this? Thine answer shall determine thy fate. I'll show thee no mercy. What? Wow, it's really angry. Sorry, we just wanted to find you. We weren't trying to fuck with your rock or anything. Come on. Oh, thank goodness. It said it'll forgive us, but just this once. You want to know why we were looking for you? Fair enough. We've got some questions we'd like to ask you. Would you mind talking with us for a bit? It says it'll talk. So you've been traveling all over as part of your journey to warriorhood. I'm sorry, did you say journey to warriorhood? Apparently it travels all over the place to practice and improve its moves. It says that because it was born with these blades, it wishes nothing more than to master them. If Poniard's that proud of its blades, I bet they have razor-sharp edges. It says it can easily slice a rock in two. This might sound a bit strange, but you haven't punched anyone recently, have you? Poniard says it's never punched a single person or Pokemon in its life.
Oh god, just imagine if it did.
Yeah. And good point. You could cut something with those hands of yours, but you definitely couldn't punch it. Yeah, on second thought, you'd wind up with a different injury if you were punched by a Poniard.
Yep, that was just...
Are there any other Poniard in this city beside you? Apparently it's never seen any other Poniard.
Don't give that thing a hug either.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose if you hug it from behind, you'd probably be fine, but...
Yeah, in the front though, yeah.
Yeah, from the front, yeah, no. That's asking for a bad time.
Yup.
So we heard from some Whimsicott that they went to Mr. Dennis's mansion. Were you the one who went there with them? Poniard's not sure if it was the same place, but it vaguely remembers going to a big house. It says it entered the house together with the Whimsicott. How'd you get inside the mansion? Apparently Poniard likes to get picked up and flown around by Whimsicott. So you think you might have gotten inside the mansion that way? Did you happen to cut a jewel case when you were in the mansion? You can remember the sensation of cutting through something, but the rest is all a blur. This is important, so please try to remember. It says its mind feels all foggy and it can't just remember what was going on at the time. Or makes things difficult. And what about Ducklet? You seen a Ducklet around anywhere? It hasn't seen her. Wait, where could Ducklet have gone to? We finally managed to find Poniard, but we weren't really able to learn anything useful from it. Some of what it said even contradicted testimony we gathered earlier. Maybe we can get more information if we had proof that Poniard and Jin. It's asking if we're done here so we can get back to training. What sort of training does it do? Planning on cutting rocks and things to sharpen its skill and blades. Would it be willing to demonstrate that for us? Good idea. It'd be a big help to see what a cut from a Poniard looks like.
Oh, that's actually clever. I didn't even... Yeah, to get him to see if he can cut.
It would happily grace us with a demonstration. Tim sublet the ducklet. We'll watch quietly so you can focus.
Whoa.
Damn.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a clean slice of the metallic sound Ponier's blade made in contact. It all matches what we know of the crime scene. That means the Pokemon that entered the mansion must have been Poniard. But neither Whimsicott nor Poniard remembers clearly. What's up with that? I can't imagine the Pokemon are lying. Their behavior was pretty unusual, so there must be some good reason for it. All over the place, but we haven't seen Ducklet anywhere. Apparently she almost got caught earlier, but then she ran away. So maybe she's hiding somewhere. How are we gonna find her? Didn't get much useful information from that Poniard. I think Ducklets are only good lead now. Asking around then. I don't know, maybe she got scared and went into hiding. If she did, it'd be really hard for just the two of us to find her. How should we look for her then? Good question. How about we ask a Pokemon to help us? Pokemon? Yeah, Pokemon have all sorts of special skills. Maybe there's a Pokemon that can help us find Ducklet. Like to help us though? I'm sure one of the Pokemon in the dentist residence would gladly help us out. After all, the theft happened in their own home. Good point, let's go back to the mansion and ask for the Pokemon there for help. I already know who to ask.
Tim. So, your hands are blades, huh? Wow, that's pretty neat.
Must make it hell to... Must be hell to get something, like dexterous or something, though. Imagine having a blade for a hand, not being able to grasp a cup of coffee. How wonderful to meet you. Seriously, it's an honor.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, nice to meet you too. Get the hell out of our way. Not really know who I am. I'm kind of a big deal on Rhyme University campus, and I know you go to school there too. Anything about this so-called big deal, Tim? None. They call me the quiz professor. I'm actually still just a student, but that's what they call me. And this is my partner, Toucanon.
Toucan.
So you're the quiz professor. Ask Arceus for help. Jesus, take the wheel! That's me. I'm majoring in Pokemon studies. I can't resist sharing the knowledge I've learned, so I quiz all sorts of people. That explains the nickname. This quiz professor's definitely on the eccentric side. I'll admit, you got me there. Pikachu doing detective work's pretty eccentric too. Why don't we celebrate our meeting with a quiz? We're pretty busy working on the case. And she doesn't even listen in, just starts quizzing us anyway.
Yeah.
In one ear and out the other. I guess you can't hurt to play. Well, here goes nothing. What Pokemon catches prey using its long tongue? That would be a Lickitung, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, I was gonna say Lickitung.
Yeah. I know I saw Lickitung when we passed by here, so... what's your tongue like, Toucanon? Mind opening up that beak of yours? Nothing extraordinary here. Thanks anyway. Pokemon with a long tongue, huh? There's one nearby. It shouldn't take too long for us to find. Answer correctly, and I'll even teach you some trivia about it.
Might as well do it since we already know what it is.
Pretty certain. I see it. Oh, here it is. Yep, I saw it. Liked every flavor life has to offer. That's a long tongue. I'm amazed it stretches so far. Say, Tim, this Lickitung might be the answer to that quiz question. Oh, what do you have to say about it? Lickitung stopped again. She keeps getting distracted. So, Detective, did you figure out the answer to my
Yes.
first question? Yeah, it's Lickitung, right? Ding dong! It uses its long tongue to catch its prey. According to reports, contact with the saliva causes a tingling sensation, as well as a persistent itch. Feeling itchy, just imagining it. Tim, Toucan, it must be dual wielding czars. Ah, Warframe. We'll make sure to keep any Lickitung we keeps the tongue to itself. That was only the first question. I guess that was a little too easy. Saying there's more. Here's where it gets serious. Time for question number 2. What Pokemon uses its cute look to put you off guard so it can steal from you? That's Purloin. I think the cute looks part is our biggest hit. Pretty sure it's not you two, Cannon. Alright, let's go search the area.
Do you know where that one has been?
Yeah, that one's,
Yeah, you gotta try a little harder than that, lady. We know our Pokemon, pretty much.
What a cute Pokemon. That's a Purloin. Aw, how sweet. I think it wants some attention. Sorry, we're busy now, but we can play with you later. Hold up, Jim. Check your pockets. Why would I need to check my pen's gone! I thought so. This is your doing, isn't it, Purloin? Can't pull one over on a great detective like me. Now hand it over. Pause where we can see him. My pen. Can't take your eyes off this Purloin for a second. This one. Well, at least we figured out the answer to the quiz question. I mean, the answer's like right there in the name. It's called Purloin. What would you expect?
Yeah.
Yes.
The answer's Purloin.
Ding ding ding.
And ding ding ding, that's correct. Purloin often steal things from other people. Sometimes scratch people who try to reclaim those stolen items, so be careful of their claws. Purloin we met wasn't that rowdy. Well, we should probably be careful in the future. What is your favorite color? Asking if we agree that quizzes can actually be pretty fun. There's certainly a chance to learn more about Pokemon. Question number 3. Best buds always stick together. What moves it? It's right there! He's in the background! It's Felix! Like one that travels in herds or flocks or something? Nope, the whole group counts as one Pokemon. That thing?
We can see it right there.
Say, oh, well, Toucan is not willing to help us. That's fine, it has a unique appearance. It's right, I'm not even gonna keep ZL over there, I'm just gonna or ZR. It's right here. Movements are perfectly innocent. That's Phalanx, they've always moved around in groups of 6. They're in the middle of formation training. I think Phalanx is the Pokemon the quiz professor was talking about. 6 working together as one? Yep, fits the bill. Here's your stupid answer. No more quiz questions.
Yes.
Question 4.
Bingo. It's a very peculiar Pokemon. Actually, 6 of them working together as one. One at the front, known as the Brass, leads the others by issuing orders. In battle, they change formation as needed and use teamwork to secure the W. It's tough for the troopers if they got an incompetent Brass. Yeah, sorry, I'm sure they're all perfectly competent. That's all for today's quiz. I hope you're enthusiastic about quizzes and Pokefacts as I am, not necessarily. I'll get some new questions ready for next time. Just let them be easy ones. They were all easy.
They were easy.
Yeah. Maybe she could, not wait until we're in the middle of something? Alrighty.
I mean, yeah, at least they were all in the same area, so you didn't have to go too far out.
Yeah, that is true. Looked like I ran to the gate there for a second.
Yeah.
Like, bonk, ow!
Yes?
Oh, it's you. Isn't your investigation finished already? Actually, no, we came here to borrow Growlithe. I'm sorry, it'll take a bit more time. This is absurd. We all know Barnes did it. Give it a rest, Claudia. Barnes just isn't the type of person who would do a thing like this. Sounds an awful lot like wishful thinking to me. Barnes simply wanted the Aurora drop for himself. He's been play acting as the perfect butler, all but he's been serving us the platter of green deceit. Just listen to yourself. How could you say that about a man who served us faithfully for so many years? Open your eyes already. Barnes has betrayed you. Please, calm down, both of you. Barnes Ducklet was sighted just a few minutes ago. We're hoping that when we find Ducklet, we'll also find a clue. Oh, excellent. I'm certain you'll find proof that Barnes is innocent. And where's Ducklet now? She got away. We're about to go search for her. Such a... Let's hurry up and find her. Ducklet with just the two of us. Let's get some help from another Pokemon to search for Ducklet.
That'd be Growlithe?
I would assume so. I mean, it's a dog. It could probably sniff her out.
Yep.
That's my thought process anyway. He says we can ask away. About your special skills. Do you have any special skills that might help us catch the thief? She says she's got a very keen nose.
There you go.
That could come in handy. Maybe she could track something by following its scent. Yeah, it might work.
Okay.
Have you found a Pokemon with the skills necessary to help us search for Ducklet? I mean, it's right there. Let's ask Growlithe to track Ducklet's scent.
Oh, maybe you could have asked other Pokemon.
We could have, but I mean, Growlithe was the first one to come to mind, so...
Yeah.
Maybe we could use that to follow Ducklet's scent. We could sniff out Ducklet by tracking the scent she left at the scene of the crime. But Growlithe could do that no problem. Great idea, Tim!
Nice.
Okay.
Let's ask Growlithe for help. If you can find Ducklet. Growlithe, I got a favor to ask you and that excellent nose of yours. I'd like your help finding Ducklet. It's possible that Ducklet is somehow mixed up in this incident. Might even know who stole the key from you. Really need your help to solve this case. Oh really? You've been wanting to help Dennis too? Great, thank you! Want me to ride on your back? Ah, so you can take me to wherever the scent leads you. Got it! That should be a lot easier than trying to give directions at every turn. What do you think, Tim? You want us to track down this scent right away? Please. Yeah, can I leave it to you? Got it. Let's go, Growlithe!
Okay,
Oh, this
let's
ought to
do
be
this.
adorable.
Sorry, but could you sit down for a sec? All right, let's go.
This is the first time I've ever given someone a ride. Huh. Hey, thanks for the subtitles. We already know what she said. He says this is the first time she's ever given someone a ride. Why did you just repeat what I said? Oh, whoops. When it's just you and me talking, I guess I don't need to interpret for Tim. Anyway, let's get this search underway. How do you track the scent? I just sniff the ground and tell where the scent is strongest. Look where the scent is strongest. There are still traces of Ducklet's scent inside the house. I think we can track her from here. Hold the R button while you're moving to follow the scent of where you're looking for her. Get off Growlithe by going back to Tim.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, it's gonna, yeah, of course it would lead right out of the mansion.
Yep. Picking up Ducklet's scent around here. Ducklet always leaves this way when she takes walks and goes shopping. Her scent is still lingering here. Follow that smell, we should be able to find Ducklet. Track the scent carefully, don't want to lose it. Yeah, part of the reason why I went immediately for Growlithe is because while I haven't seen any gameplay footage or anything, I did know that Pikachu would be able to interact with some Pokemon like this in this kind of sense, and I knew that we would be getting a Growlithe's help at some point. I just didn't realize it would be soon.
Oh, okay.
So when they mentioned wanting to track her down, I was like, okay, well, it's this is probably where Growlithe comes in. Oh, she's in the bushes! Scent. Did you find her? Yes, I'm certain of it. Come on out, Ducklet, here's your pal Growlithe.
Huh?
There she is.
I was wondering who'd found me. It's good to see a friendly face. Wait, who's that on your back? Hi there, I'm the great Detective Pikachu. You're a friend of Growlithe's? I'd like to think so. Putting that aside, could you tell me why you're way out here? Strange humans were chasing me. Feels scary. I don't know what I could have possibly done to make them so upset. They think you may have been involved in a crime. Huh? What crime? Something precious was stolen from the house. And you and Barnes are currently under suspicion. Say what? Neither of us would ever do something like that. I know, I don't think it was you. I'll need to ask you some questions to help prove your innocence. Barnes too. That okay? Yes.
What?
I'm Barnes' partner. You're always helping him out because he's so busy, right? Like when you buy beans at the High Hat Cafe? Barnes must have good taste, much like myself. You drink that black water too? I tried it once because Barnes seemed to enjoy it so much. But I practically gagged when it hit my tongue. Too bitter. Sophisticated flavor for a sophisticated Pokemon. Yes, well, I'm sure I'll be sophisticated like that someday. Just watch. Tell me about Barnes. Barnes is my partner, a true gentleman. Met him, I'm sure you'll understand what I mean. Although I think I might have him beat in the gentleman department. Yeah, sure you do. Right, anyway, he's really good about telling me when I've done something well. I may not look it, but I'm actually a real good swimmer. Barnes always compliments me when I show off my fancy swimming techniques in the mountain. No one that lovely could possibly be a bad person. Right? Like I said, I don't think he did. Don't worry, Ducklet. We'll clear Barnes' name. Thank you, Growlithe. So, why were you hiding here? There must have been plenty of other places you could have picked. This is my favorite spot. Like I told you, I got chased around by a bunch of strangers. I was feeling pretty ruffled, so I came here to calm down. See that water over there? I love bathing in it. Yeah, maybe I should try to. You're a fire type, you don't like water. Whoa there, Growlithe, aren't you a fire type? Pretty sure a bath's a bad idea. Oh, good point. Walking by the water side feels lovely too. It's nice and cool without all the wetness. Sweet, I'll try that instead. Thanks, Ducklet. What were you up to this morning before the incident occurred? All I did was eat breakfast like always. Then I got real sleepy. Not like always. This is like the umpteenth time we've heard about breakfast being eaten, and everyone feeling really sleepy for some reason. Fell asleep after breakfast. When did you go out? Well, at some point, Turner woke me up. I usually go out shopping right after Barnes asked me to. But today I was in a hurry because I overslept, so I rushed to grab my bag and flew out from a window on the second floor. And you're sure it was Turner who woke you up? Yes, I'm sure. And Growlithe, you fell asleep too. Yep, but only because today's breakfast was so yummy. I guess I ate so much I got sleepy after. You two always eat your meals together? Not usually, no. I always eat with Cramorant. I was wondering if Cramorant would, because we have mentioned the blue feathers. Cramorant actually kind of came to mind first. I didn't voice my thoughts at the time, but Cramorant was the first Pokemon that came to mind for me. There's a Cramorant in the household? Yep. Cramorant is Turner's partner. Is that right? Bit strange Turner never mentioned that. So according to your story, you were out on an errand when the crime took place. Because you were asleep earlier, you're not sure exactly what time you left. If Duckley doesn't know anything, how are we going to solve this case? Might mean we might never find the jewel? No, we still got one more lead, the Cramorant that Ducklet mentioned. Wondering why we never saw it in the mansion. How long has Cramorant been gone? I don't know, by the time he noticed, he was already gone. They should probably go talk to him then. Track Cramorant down by scent, Growlithe. If you have something with Cramorant scent on it, then sure. I don't suppose you could use this! Oh, it's one of Cramorant's feathers. Just as I thought. Good thing I picked it up earlier. That I could definitely track his scent. I just have to figure out where to pick up the trail. Cramorant seems to have left the mansion. We should probably try around the front gate. What should I do? I'm worried about Barnes. I understand how you feel, but if you go home now, things will just get more complicated. Wait here a little longer while we solve the case. Alright. Please, I'm counting on both of you to take care of Barnes. Let's go! Alright. Oh, hang on. Now that we can actually understand. Busy planning out my trolls for the day. Don't disturb me! Like, now that we can actually talk to Pokemon and know what they're knowing about. Aren't there any fleet tweets anywhere? Link seems completely absorbed in her search for snacks. Oh, I can't even talk to the Sudowoodo anymore. That's unfortunate. And my reflection is gorgeous. Oh. What does Rabambi want? What's going on? What do I do? I panicked. My dear Cutiefly went out to gather nectar, but they haven't come back yet. Never takes them this long. But something's happened. I'd like to help a Cutiefly, a really tiny Pokemon. Tough to find them in such a big city. Let's see. Track down the Cutiefly with your nose? Already picked up the scent of nectar from Bombi. Follow the scent, we should be able to find the Cutiefly. Go and find my dear Cutiefly. How many went to gather nectar? 2 of them. 2 Cutiefly. You got coming right up.
This whole set thing is just remind me of Twilight Princess from the Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Where you get the wolf scent. I still like that Zelda game. That was still one of the best.
What do you want? We're busy practicing our formations right now. Always doing something or other around here. Good smell wafting down from that tree. My first reach, though. That's one. Who's there? Napping so peacefully. Are you saying you didn't come back because you were napping? The Bombi's been worried sick about you. Oh no, I didn't realize so much time had passed. It's such a nice napping spot I couldn't resist dozing a little. Nice to live such a carefree life. Glad you're safe. Well, that's one down. Nap, huh? Don't feel too bad, Growlithe. No one's mad at you for sleeping. Thank you so much for the report. Don't worry about it. Let me know if you need help down the line. Oh. Got one of the two, Cutie Fly. So. Smell something sweet in this bush! You're in there, coming out with your hands up! Eek, no, go away! Yeah, we're not here for your nectar. I thought you were here to steal the nectar I gathered too. Us too? Is there someone else? Pokemon keeps coming to steal my nectar! Why hid here? There you are. Look, it's back!
Oh, look, it's...
Come on, give me some of your sweet tweets! So you're the one causing problems for Cutie Fly. No, I'm not. Just want a little nectar, that's all. Tongue like yours, you take all the nectar Cutie Fly has in one lick. Well, maybe, but I want something sweet. Why don't you come see Rabombi later? Maybe I'll share some of the pollen puffs Rabombi makes for us. Really? Yay! Okay, I guess I can wait for now. What a pet. Going back to Rabombi now. Yes, thank you, Pikachu and Growlithe. I'm more like overdosing, yeah. Glad we've found Cutie Fly. All thanks to your nose. On both the Cutie Fly. A compliment. I'll have to tell Sanji about this later. You two might not speak the same language, but he definitely seems to understand your feelings. Why don't we head back and make sure those Cutie Fly made it back to Rabombi? Thank you, Pikachu and Growlithe. Both Cutie Fly came home safely. No need to thank us, just glad to have another case closed. Good job coming straight home, Cutie Fly. I reward you. Please promise me two things from now on. One, don't go anywhere dangerous, and two, don't fuck around on your way home. Alright, I promise. I promise.
That's interesting, so it's not just humans you are helping, you get the Pokemon too for the side quest.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Going back to the mansion. Oh, did you get a whiff of Cramorant scent? Yes, I've got it. Still quite strong. Cramorant was probably walking around here this morning. Just need to follow that scent. Alright, Growlithe, follow your nose. Or P-Dub, who are you? I'm Growlithe, nice to meet you. I am the great Detective Pikachu, which you should know since I helped you out earlier. Look, two best friends. Right, they do look like best friends, but we're even better best friends. So, yes, of course, we're always together, you know. Hey, what do you think? What do you think? You're always together, then I suppose you must be best friends, right? Hey, we're best friends. Oh, I see. I guess we are best friends. Listening to you two makes my head spin.
There's the sun.
off in this direction. All right, take care, Matt. Thanks for coming on. Hey,
Later,
Jess. Yeah. Yep. Oh, riding on a doggo. Follow your nose wherever it goes. Yep, Toucan and Sam. Yeah, Toucan and Salmon. Carrot cake. Sounds so good. I want some. Okay, so hold that thought. We can come get some once we're done investigating. Investigation first, then cake. You're looking like you're having fun. Let me play too. Alright, bud. This is serious business. I'll play with you after our investigation. Oh, this is going to that whatchamacallit?
Alleyway, yeah.
Yeah, the back alley where we found that trubbish. I wonder if that trubbish might have anything to do with,
Ooh, maybe.
Oh, well, there's
it's
Kramer.
leading to him.
The Cramorant. E? Oh, yeah, well, there's the trubbish.
Oh, and he does have blue feathers.
Yep. Yeah, this is why I said I first thought of Cramorant before they mentioned Ducklet. So.
Trubbit! Trubbit!
Squalor Paradise. Yes, it's Cramorant. I'm pretty carefree to fall asleep in a place like this. We've been looking for you, Cramorant. Oh, hey, it's Growlithe. What you doing here? That's what I'd like to ask you. Wait, what's going on? Sorry to bother you when you just woke up, but you could answer some questions. Who the hell are you? Don't be scared. I'm the great detective Pikachu, and I'm here to help. Great the what's it, Pika who? Pikachu is my friend, and he has some questions for you, Cramorant. Just play with him, what? Angry face. Still don't know what's going on, but sure. What do you want to ask me, dude?
Hey.
Are you Turner's partner, Cramorant? Sure am, dude. What about it? We were worried about you because you weren't at home. Really? Can you tell me about Turner? Turner's my partner. He's a good dude. Me and him go way back. Cramorant's always helping Turner out with his duties at the house. Turner calls for me, I head right over, no matter where he is. I even go shopping with him, dude. Something carried, I just swallow it all. Wait, you swallow it? Is that safe for one? It's fine, dude. Rub my back, I'll hork up whatever's filling my tongue like a split. Bah, more like lickety spit. But I guess Cramorant are kind of built for that, huh? Why are you here? Why are you sleeping out here of all places? 'Cause I got real sleepy after I ate breakfast. Another breakfast issue. Hey, me too. Whoa, really? So Ducklet and the others all fell asleep. After that, Turner woke me up and I flew right out of the house. Why did he wake you up? Because... What was it again? You said to go to the back alley, I think? You don't even remember that? Yeesh, what a guy. Tim, I'm the great detective Pikachu, and I'm here to Pikachu. Yeah, Cramorant always does look stoned. Tim's like, yeah, just go after Drowsy or Hypno already. I'll kind of sleep a few times on my way here too, but in the end, I made it. I was so sleepy, but right when I was about to zonk out, I found this choice bed. So I took a nap, dude. He's talking about me, by the way. You thought Trubbish was a bed? Yeah, dude's like super squishy. This guy's something else. If you wanted to sleep, wouldn't it make more sense to go home first? I'm sure Turner's worried about you. Turner! That's right, I gotta get back to Turner! Any particular reason? Because he's my partner, dude! Or, Say not to go back? Which was it again? Hey, don't look at me! I really think you should get back. Turner must be worried about you. I'd like to hear what Cramorant was doing at the time the incident occurred. You said you ate breakfast and you got sleepy, right? Yeah. You must have eaten a lot. Same as usual, actually, but even now my tummy is so stuffed, dude. Wasn't breakfast a while ago? Why are you still so full? Sure, dude. My tongue feels the same as when I swallow something big. Oh, you have the fucking stone, don't you? Something big, huh? Interesting. Well, we heard from Cramorant, but his answers weren't very clear. Let's try talking to Trubbish. Hey? Yeah.
Robert?
Did you get something from me? Yeah, we're investigating a crime. You mind if we ask you a few questions? Crime? I'm sure I don't know anything about that. That's fine, you're not in trouble. We're just trying to gather information. All of it as we can. I guess I can answer a few.
Hey.
So, could you tell me a bit about yourself? Yeah. Jivka, that's profiling. Yeah, sure, but that's not much to say. Alright, have you noticed anything strange recently? Tim, call me Mr. Anderson, because I want your trash. Strange. Well, I've just been gathering trash from around the city, like I do every day. You do that every day? Wow, thank you. It's just my routine. I guess I did collect some unusual trash today. That kind of strange. What's so unusual about it? It was stuck to a Whimsicott's head. They were in front of a big house when I found it. Whimsicott getting stuff stuck to its head doesn't sound that all to me. Pikachu, you can't say things like that. Trash is important to Trubbish. Don't call it stuff.
Hey, Tim, call me Mr. Innocent because I want your trash.
Yeah, I read that. Doctor Strange in the multiverse of trash. About the garbage. You still have it that was stuck to Whimsicott? Yeah, I was saving it for a snack. Why, did you want it? I'd like to at least have a look at it. Could you show it to us? Sure, I guess. Pretty crumpled up, but it looks like a note. Hey, it smells like the rooms in our house. Dennis's mansion? That's interesting. Let me see. Open the window after Barnes leaves. That'll be the signal. Once the window is open, I'll send Poniard in with Whimsicott to cut the case. You should then be able to collect the jewel. If you play your part properly, you should be able to frame Barnes for everything.
Oh.
And if you're successful, we'll both be coming into quite a lot of money. Good luck. This is a note from the culprit! What? So the thief had an accomplice, huh? That must be why there were multiple Pokemon involved. Whatever the case, this is definitely a big clue. This is great, Pikachu! Sorry about this, Trubbish, but you think we can have this piece of trash, please? I guess if you want it that badly, sure. Thanks, I'll be sure to make it up to you later. By the way, what brings you here? Well, I'm not great around humans, and humans don't usually come here, so it seemed like a safe place. They do something mean to you? No, I just don't like too much. And humans are noisy, don't you think? Yeah, Tim's like, yeah, that's convenient. Yeah. I guess. Anyway, this place is nice and quiet.
Okay.
Guess we managed to ask everything we wanted to. Shall we head back home? Yeah, we got a good clue, so let's go meet up with Tim again. Got it. What are you gonna do, Cramorant? Want to come back to the mansion with us? Nah, I'm good. I'll head back at my own pace. My tongue feels like way heavy from that diet. Poor Cramorant looks pretty uncomfortable. Alright, you just rest here for a while then. If you feel like you can move again, come on back to the mansion. Hey. Alright, let's head back, Growlithe. I just want. Oh yeah, it's not as dramatic as on Growlithe, but it's definitely noticeable still. We're back, Tim. Thanks, both of you. You getting down off of Growlithe now, Pikachu? Get down on your own? Please, who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? I can handle this. How's your investigation with Growlithe go, Pikachu? About that, Tim, we found some incredible evidence. Really? What is it? Well, you see... One exposition later. CQ Hive Mind strikes again.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's about it. Oh, good work for you, Chu. I think we're definitely closer to solving the case now. Yep, hurry up and open your case notebook. Let's think this over together and organize all the info we've got. Right. Pokemon testimonies alone are not enough to prove Barnes' innocence. I think we've got our stronger evidence right here. Think of something that would be convincing to the police as well.
Okay.
Note that Trubbish found. We can prove Barnes' innocence with that, can't we? Exactly what I was thinking. Here's what the note said. Open the window after Barnes leaves. That'll be the signal. This is clear proof that Barnes isn't the culprit, and the real one is still out there. There's someone out there behind all of this. Not only that, but there were multiple culprits working together. Someone who sent Pokemon in from the outside, and someone inside the mansion who let them in. I think that whoever let the Pokemon inside lives in this mansion? It's like the natural conclusion. But how did the culprit unlock the door to the jewel storage room? Only Barnes and Mr. Dennis can use the key, right? Usually, yeah, but the culprit found a way.
Chocolate.
Yeah. Think about it, Tim. When did Growlithe say the key disappeared? Well, after they ate breakfast. When she was sleeping. Said it was disappeared while she was sleeping. That's right, and anyone could have taken the key while Growlithe was asleep. But you're right. Growlithe doesn't usually nap. Think she'd happen to nap right when they were about to commit the crime? Well, that's just it. Think back on what all the different Pokemon in the mansion told us. Notice anything they had in common? Anything strange? Yeah, all of them ate breakfast. They all definitely ate, but the key hadn't been stolen yet at the time. And was Growlithe's key taken? Sleep. All of them from the mansion, they said they all fell asleep. All of them ate breakfast, and then after they all ate breakfast, they all fell asleep. At the exact same time the jewel was stolen, the Pokemon in the mansion were asleep. There's no way that's a coincidence. Someone wanted it to happen? I'd say the odds of that were pretty high. Gotta be some kind of evidence we could use to prove that. Right. Asking what we want. You want to talk to her or have her track us saying? Just talk. Ask away, nothing. Okay.
Oh, you could check. Did you check her food bowl or no?
No, actually. This is the dish that Growlithe's food was in. Some sort of powder on it. Hey, Tim, this is sleep powder!
Nice.
Oh, good. I didn't even catch that, thanks.
Yep.
So, you could tell just that by just looking? I'm a Pokemon, remember? Not to mention a great detective. Jigglypuff strikes again.
Where's her marker?
I don't know. Of course I could tell what kind of powder this is. It's not even something to brag about. There was sleep powder in the food! Pretty sure of that.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Oh, well, that was all we needed. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Figure out what caused all the Pokemon in the mansion to fall asleep. Yeah. They tired themselves out playing. They tired themselves out. Sleep powder was mixed in the breakfast. Gee, I wonder.
Okay.
Pokemon in the mansion said they fell asleep after eating breakfast. And in one of the food bowls, we found traces of sleep powder. That leads us to only one possible conclusion. Someone deliberately put the Pokemon in the mansion to sleep with sleep powder.
It's someone in the mansion.
It's getting easier to picture
It is
just
a
how
grass type Pokemon.
how the crime was committed. But where could the culprit have gotten the sleep powder in the first place? This city? I can think of places. But if we follow the path that was used to bring it inside, we might learn more about the culprit. We just ourselves from that. Why don't we take a little of the powder with you just in case? One step ahead of you. Well, thankfully, she's right here. Take a whiff of the sleep powder we found in the dish. Yeah. And she takes it and then...
Yeah, it's just like sleepy again.
Yeah. Careful not to sniff up too much, though. And we can follow the scent of the sleep powder, right? Let's get going.
I was going to join the stream today when I noticed you were on, but then my doggy came and she used growl, she used...
It has a green scent.
tackle, she used scratch, and she used the lick.
So what Pokemon are we going to be coming across this time, I wonder? I half expected to be a bug type, but...
Well, bug type's not out of the question.
Trying to think, what
some bug
Pokemon-
type is going to learn
I know
sleep
like
powder.
Butterfree could. I know that like
Most
Violet or
moth-like
something there are blue.
Pokemon or butterfly Pokemon can as well.
Well, it's heading over to the back to the park, so one way or the other, it'll gotta be either a bug or a grass type, one of the two.
Yeah.
Almost like, wait a minute, don't tell me it's licking tongue.
It looked like it. Yeah.
He's been licking some of that sleep powder.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's not them.
No, it's not that one.
It's not the Rabambi and the Cutie Fly, so that rules them out.
We know it's not the toucan.
Tukey.
Oh, it's the Venonat!
Oh, it is Venonat.
Yeah, I can learn sleep powder.
Oh no, Pikachu, the scent stops here. What do we do now? Must be something around here. Let's look at the obvious freaking purple bug.
Also, he's big.
Yeah. That's with sparkling red eyes.
My, what big eyes you have.
It's a Venonat. No mistaking those massive eyes. Apparently they can even see in the dark. So sparkly. Yes, what is it? Yes? You mind if we ask you some questions? Okay, so I'm really busy, but yes. What's got you so busy? Oh, nothing, I'm just eating is all. But I have to eat fast. Soon it'll be time for dinner. And more eating, yes! You've got plenty of time till then, though, right? Why are you always in such a hurry? Yes, at least that's what everyone tells me, yes. You tried maybe chilling out for a bit? Yeah, this is my natural state, yes, hee. Okay. Venonat sure is funny. Yeah. This, your sleep powder? Oh, definitely not mine, no, siree. Tell. I use my sleep powder to catch prey. It doesn't smell this soothing or beautiful. Nope, not one bit. Let's see. I do believe this is Lilligant's fragrance. Oh, yes. Yeah, and where would we find Lilligant? I would check one of the nearby hedges, probably. No, definitely, yes. To the greenery!
Oh, so it isn't his. Okay.
Okay, so it is a grass type. Interesting.
Yeah, I imagine grass types sleep powders smell more feminine and beautiful than bug types.
Damn, good thing you didn't teach your dog Double Teamer Irontail. So what exactly are you doing here, Venonat?
This spot is great because you can see the whole city and it's lovely and pretty and nice. On top of that, many, many teeny tiny bugs gathered here at night. Oh, yes, it's marvelous.
You like bugs, Venonat?
Well, I am a bug type, you see. Yes, very much so. Yes, they're my favorite treat. I'm a cannibal, you see.
Your favorite treat? I think we could trust. Alright.
He's a cannibal, run!
Yeah, where did he say to check the hedges?
Yeah, he said to check the hedges of the greenery, yeah.
Yeah, because they... Well, Growl said that, yeah, the scent stopped here, so
yeah.
Hey.
Hey, Bonnier. Stay to thy business! Barely I do find myself at the moment to spare. Thank you, good sir. What's going on? Why are you talking like that? Make thy queries known! Not me, Poniard. What brings thou here? My training is as yet unfinished. I have selected this locale to further hone my blades. Oh, no wonder you look so strong. I still have much to learn. So you really don't remember going inside the mansion? Mansion, you say? Mayhap I ventured inside that opulent domicile, but I have no recollection of doing so. Gotta remember. The wind may have blown me in whilst I was in the company of my whimsical companions. I beg pardon if my actions have caused disturbance. It's okay, everyone fucks up every once in a while. You didn't do anything wrong on purpose, so I'm sure Sanji will forgive you. Thou hast my gratitude.
Now, where could that Pokemon be?
Oh, probably right here. Oh!
I was gonna say, I hope you didn't soft lock there.
Yeah. Lilligant. This Pokemon is known for having an aroma that calms the heart and mind. So that's what that nice smell was. You think I smell nice? You're sweet. Mind if we ask you a few questions? Not at all. Your timing is actually perfect. I was just taking a break from dancing. Ask me whichever you like. Tell me more about yourself. Getting personal, are we, T? Alas, I'm rather unmarketable, just a elegant with a love for dance. You wouldn't have to look hard to find many others like me. Is this your sleep powder? Why, yes, I recognize the fragrance. You remember giving this to anyone? No. You see, my sleep powder just puffs out naturally whenever I dance. Though thinking on it now, there was a human who came to watch me dance recently. Really? Do you remember what they looked like? I'm afraid not. I was in the zone, as it were.
Of course.
Huh, that's rough. It's something. Thanks for your help, Lilligant. What are you doing here? Why, this is my favorite place. Basking in the sunlight here feels ever so good. And dancing here fills me with endless joy. Everlasting joy, you might say? Too bad he's not here.
Yeah.
You dance here a lot, then? Yes, sometimes humans and Pokemon even come to watch. Everyone who watches me dance seems to fall asleep, but at least they're smiling when they do. Would you like a demonstration? Ooh, I could really use a map.
Oh,
no! No! Focus! Wait, Lilligant, please don't dance.
It's a dance to die for.
At least now we know how the sleep powder was obtained. Done investigating? Yes.
Great.
I'd like to tell Tim what we found. Let's hurry back, Growlithe.
Oh, I guess it probably just takes you back to the mansion immediately.
Fast travels.
Hooray for fast travel!
Yep.
I see, so you're still not sure who the culprit is. But we did learn something important. Now what's that? Well, think about it. The sleep powder scent trail led directly from the mansion to the terrace. That's normal. Guess it would make sense if the person who brought the sleep powder already lived in the mansion. Exactly, which makes it even more likely that it was an inside job. Someone managed to get some of Lilligant's sleep powder. Then they mixed it into the Pokemon's breakfast. Sure sounds like an inside job to me. Which means the culprit is someone in the mansion. Let's do some more sleuthing and find out who. Alright, about Growlithe's food. Staff member Turner always prepares the food here. Okay. It used to be one of Barnes' duties, but the task fallen to Turner since he joined the staff. He's truly made himself useful.
I'm starting to think she's the suspicious one, because she seems like she really wants to get Barnes in trouble.
Yeah. And so, what do you know about Growlithe? Mr. Dennis is really picky about the ingredients I use for Growlithe's food. He tells me what to put in it, and I make the food to his exact specifications.
Say G? Something, G?
Oh no, that they can just notice they put out a new tail soon finally.
Oh. Sounds like Mr. Dennis really cares about his Growlithe's health. Yeah, she truly cares about Pokemon. Good egg, that one. That seems like quite the guy. What's healthy and what's tasty don't always match up, though.
Yes?
Yes, I'm sorry. We really appreciate your help.
Yes?
Claudia doesn't know anything about Growlithe's food. I would suggest you ask Turner about that. Did you happen to see Growlithe eating her food today? No, she didn't. She's not in the habit of watching her eat. The Pokemon in the house eat in a separate room from humans.
I'm starting to think it's her.
If they ate in the same room as us, their fur, feathers, or what have you could get in our food, so they eat in a different room. At my request, of course. See, like, that's not going to make you very popular with Pokemon, lady.
Yeah, she's getting more suspicious.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about you, Mr. Barnes?
Yes.
I know exactly what kind of food Growlithe prefers. Particularly fond of sweets. When I was in charge of her meals, I made a point of preparing desserts for her. Hey, you're a good guy, Barnes. You can learn a thing or two from this guy, Tim. Give me more sweets! Pikachu alright? He's acting strangely. Don't worry, this is normal for him.
Yeah, he just needs a sugar fix.
Man,
He'll calm down once he gets it.
And what the Matrix has to say about the police investigation? Have they made any new discoveries? No. Well, it's not that they haven't made any new discoveries, it's that they ain't gonna fucking tell us.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Right. Start deducing then.
Okay.
Who would have been able to mix sleep powder into Growlithe's food?
I'm telling you, it's probably her.
So Miss Dennis requested the Pokemon eat their meals in a separate room. She could have mixed the sleep powder into their food. Team, let's go with that.
Oh, it was it? Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, Mrs. Dennis slipped the... Claudia is in charge of prepping the Pokemon's meals. Not only that, she doesn't eat meals in the same room as the Pokemon. She had the opportunity to touch their bowls.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Wow. That got... Yeah, that proved me wrong.
Yeah, I wasn't too keen on her being the culprit. Because she didn't want anything to do with the Pokemon.
I don't think it's Barnes, so maybe it's the guy... Maybe Larry?
The food prepper.
Yep.
The only person who could have put sleep powder into the Pokemon's meals is Turner. It had to have been him. Bingo! He's in charge of prepping Pokemon meals. Could have easily slipped it into their food. However, this fact alone isn't enough to implicate him. Turner's the one who used the sleep powder. But that's just conjecture. We don't have any hard evidence. definitely need to find some proof, but I'm not certain how. It's kind of an aggressive move, but we could try shaking him up a bit. Let's see if we can make Turner nervous. We might learn something based on how he reacts. That's worth a try. Let's
Also, I'll be
Little
right back.
doggy has returned.
Let's go grill him. Hello, Tim. How's the investigation going? Actually a bit stuck at the moment. Sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do to help? I was actually hoping to ask you a few more questions if you want. By all means.
Excuse me?
You got a partner Cramorant, right, Mr. Turner? How do you know that? Came up while we were gathering statements in the city. I see. Hope you don't think I was hiding that fact or anything. I was just afraid he might become suspect. I did tell the police, of course. It's been a while since I've seen him, actually. Worryingly so. Gone. Oh, we just saw Cramorant walking back toward the mansion. I told him to stay put! Stay put? Why'd you tell him that, Mr. Turner? Alright, I didn't want him going out on his own. I'm so worried he might have gotten mixed up in the crime somehow. Thank you so much for finding him, Tim. It's such a huge relief. We're thinking a poniard might have cut the jewel case. Like, I mean, yes, I think you've cracked it. So it was a poniard that punched you, Mr. Turner? Yes, it most certainly was.
How are you not with scratches?
It really hurt. In fact, it still hurts. Terrible liar. Based on Turner's reaction, it's pretty clear he's hiding something. Wish I'd been able to dig a little deeper. You did a great job. At the very least, we learned one thing. Cramorant's the key to solving this case. What's left to do is ask him ourselves. So we're gonna go see Cramorant. Yep, just you wait, Turner. We'll catch you yet. I still can't get over how fast that just goes.
Well, Tim's moving in fast forward.
Yeah, it's a option that the game gives. So just to kind of give a little bit. Oh, there's Cramorant, but yeah, just to showcase this. This is the normal running speed, just without doing anything. But if I hold down the ZR button,
Gotta go fast.
Look, Pikachu, it's Cramorant. But you gonna go back to Turner? And didn't make it very far, did you? Resting because you feel too full to walk? Why is Cramorant the only one that feels so unwell? Growlithe and the others...
Jammed it down his throat.
Yeah, Growlithe and the others were fine. Must have really overeaten or swallowed something his digestive system can't handle. Hey, wait a second.
A missing jewel, and now Cramorant's full belly.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
I figured it out!
Bolt of Brilliance!
A bolt of brilliance! The stolen jewel we seek is right over there!
Cramorant's belly. Huh? Figure something out, Pikachu? Oh,
I
yeah.
just told you, dumbass.
I've got it all figured out. I bet you figured it out too. Yeah, I've been about like 2 steps ahead of you. Here's the final question. Where did Turner hide the jewel in the belly of his Cramorant?
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. The jewel was most certainly taken out of the mansion and a Pokemon was used to do it. Think about the unique characteristics of each Pokemon in the mansion. Which of them has the ideal feature for hiding the jewel? As I fucking called it, it's inside Cramorant's belly.
Okay.
Cramorant said he could gulp down anything, right? So the jewel is most likely hidden in his belly. Yes, you got it! Turner made Cramorant swallow the jewel. And the reason he feels full is because he still has it in his gullet. Turner didn't have time to retrieve the jewel after the theft, did he? Nope, I'm positive the jewel's still in Cramming Rat's belly. Now we have enough evidence to back Turner into a corner. Tim says, now I want to hear this Pikachu sing a gravelly jazz ballad. So do I now that I think about it.
Okay.
And all the proof we need. Now we just have to catch the culprit. Let's go tell Holiday to gather everyone involved with the case. Ready, Tim? Put this case to bed.
He has a good voice, but he's no Danny DeVito.
Let's reveal the truth together.
This is it. Let's take care of business.
Everyone, thank you for coming.
This sudden conference had better be important.
It is. We've identified the real culprit.
Have you now?
Yes, Mr. Barnes isn't the one who stole the jewel.
Oh. Who did it then?
I'll explain everything from the beginning. Let's start with how the culprit entered the jewel storage room.
There were no signs of forced entry on the door, so the culprit must have used the key. But Growlithe was guarding the key.
No one but my husband or Barnes could have taken the key from Growlithe.
Yes, exactly. So how did they...
I guess it must have been Barnes then.
No, it wasn't. You see, the culprit had a trick up their sleeve for taking the key.
How did the culprit get the key? They broke down the door. No. They made Growlithe fall asleep, then stole the key.
The culprit used sleep powder to make Growlithe fall asleep. And after that, they took the key.
Do you have evidence of that?
Of course. Take a close look at Growlithe's food bowl, Inspector. You'll find traces of Lilligant's sleep powder in it.
Of course. So that's how the culprit got into the jewel storage room.
But they couldn't possibly have cut open that sturdy display case in such a short time.
Yeah, good point.
No. They could have if they had Pokémon accomplices.
Pokémon?
You know that Poniard cut open the jewel case?
The culprit somehow used Whimsicott and Poniard. And got Poniard to cut open the case.
What? How is that even possible?
We may understand now how the jewel was stolen. But that doesn't necessarily prove that Barnes is innocent.
Actually, I do have proof that Mr. Barnes is innocent.
But evidence that proves that Barnes is not the culprit. No. Accomplice wrote.
We discovered this note in a Trubbish's possession.
A note?
The culprit jotted down their whole plan. They wanted to frame Mr. Barnes for the crime.
Then that would mean Barnes is innocent.
So who's the real culprit?
The real culprit is right here with us.
What do you mean?
Culprit. Harry Turner.
The thief who stole the Aurora drop. It's... Mr. Turner, you're the culprit.
Who, me? But I'm a victim of this crime. Poniard punched me.
It punched you, huh? Poniard has blades for hands, and I don't see any cuts on you.
If you really think I'm the culprit, then where's the jewel? I don't have it on me, and I haven't set foot outside the mansion.
Where's the jewel? Isn't it obvious? It's with a Pokemon.
What?
Already know Cramorant has the jewel.
Of course you don't have the stolen jewel. You hid it. In Cramorant's belly.
Excuse me? Cramorant may be Turner's partner, but even so...
Where is that Cramorant anyway?
Mr. Turner, you clearly put a lot of thought into your plan. But when we investigated the crime scene, we found a Cramorant feather. And you underestimated Growlithe's sense of responsibility. Those two things did you in. Now, please call your Cramorant.
Cramorant.
All right, let me handle this.
Oh, hey, there's a thing stuck to Cramorant's back.
There it is! The Aurora Drop!
And the key to the storage room, too!
I'm afraid you can't talk your way out of this, Mr. Turner.
I was so close to living the easy life. I shouldn't have teamed up with someone I barely knew.
So Tim was asking, so who voiced the human male character? Sounds a bit like the Genshin male traveler voice. You're not wrong. Well, it's not the human traveler, the male traveler from Genshin Impact. The voice actor for Tim Goodman voiced Albedo from Genshin. So.
Oh, Albedo, is that Earth user?
Yes. It's Koi Dao, I think his name is. Yeah. Yeah, Koi Dao then, yeah. I'm sure Holiday will look into his accomplice. Right, let's leave that to the police. Was I wrong this whole time? For us here, the Aurora Drop is a symbol of hope. Bring hope to even more people. That's why I decided to donate it. I never thought it would lead to an incident like this. Maybe I should forget about donating and just keep it quietly locked up in the house. Goodness gracious, you of all people. You really think so little of the Aurora Drop? Saying, Claudia, didn't you tell me yourself that you hoped that whoever looked at the Aurora Drop would not only see its beauty, but would also feel cheered up and encouraged by it? Are you really going to give up that hope just because of a stroke of bad luck? Wouldn't that be a terrible waste? Don't you agree, Barnes? Indeed, madam, it's just as you say. Mr. Dennis, your plan to donate the jewel to the people of Rhyme City was most certainly not a mistake. Please believe in yourself and do it. Barnes, forgive me. I think I let myself get too shaken up today. I believe in the beauty of the Aurora Drop and the people of Rhyme City. As you should. But Claudia, weren't you against the donation? Don't misunderstand me. I just don't want to deal with you moping around like this for the rest of our lives, that's all. Let me see. Thank you, Claudia. This incident has forced me to reconsider, shall we say, some of my views. Clefable, Ducklet, Growlithe, let's all eat together from now on. Looks like Mr. Dennis and the others are all getting along better now. And that about wraps this up.
Ironic, huh? Cramorant swallowed the jewel, and now you've got to swallow the bitter consequences.
Well, let's go.
Yeah.
Cramorant, are you alright?
I'm kind of curious that nobody has noticed that freaking obvious thing on his back.
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and grab it.
Right.
Out the window it goes.
How could this be happening?
Sanjeev.
Turner!
Hold on. I swear I had nothing to do with that.
Why don't we discuss this down at the station?
Yeah, Tim
Office
says he
had a
guesses.
backup plan.
Tim guesses it's kind of fitting given how Albedo appears in mystery events all the time in Genshin. And he's usually the investigator. That makes sense.
Growlithe, you did a great job.
Bob, you did a great job.
Hey, Pikachu. Look.
Oh, are you leaving already? See you around. Say, Tim, did you notice Cramorant's back?
Yeah, there was something glowing on it.
I've never seen anything like it. I wonder, maybe Turner didn't know what was going on. Something tells me this is just the beginning.
Later that evening at Tim's apartment.
I'm home.
Tim's back!
Well, you sure are home late.
And I brought a girlfriend.
Good evening.
Oh, and who is this?
My classmate, Rachel.
It's nice to meet you.
Is she your girlfriend?
Not yet.
Huh?
If only.
Actually, Rachel's here because... Sorry to barge in so suddenly. I was hoping to get some advice from the great detective here. Didn't realize his family was visiting, though. Welcome, Rachel. Didn't mean to startle you. And I just arrived in Rhyme City yesterday. We came to see my brother's award ceremony. Oh, really? This is probably the first time you seen each other in a while. Really hope I'm not in the way. Please don't worry about it. We'll be in town for a while yet. Yourself at home. I'll make some tea. Thank you, really. See, Tim, I told you Irene and Sophia would understand. Huh. You're right, I'm glad. Oh my god! All these stuff going on. Guess this chapter is fully over.
Right.
Really don't need to worry about it, Tim. Worry about what? Bringing Rachel home, of course. Mom, I think you might be misunderstanding something. Making enough food for 8 people or so. Eat as much as she likes. You're talking about that. Wait, 8 people? Isn't that a bit much?
Yes.
Must be nice spending time with your mother and sister. It is, but yeah, didn't you discuss something? Oh, yeah. Sorry, it must be awkward to talk about in front of so many people. That's not that. Chatting with you and your family's actually helped a lot. Trust me, it can wait. Well, if you're sure.
Yep.
8 people. Does that mean she's expecting grandchildren?
Probably. I don't know. No, it's just a classmate. She came by to talk to me about something. Something like, Sophie, I'm gonna slap you across your... She's not my girlfriend! Girl, Sophie. You ain't helping things, Pikachu! I told you start too, Pikachu.
Right. Dinner's ready, everyone.
Well, I should probably get going.
Come now, why don't you stay and eat with us?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Want to get all that food to go to waste?
Well, you heard them. What do you say?
I mean, who could turn down an invitation like that?
Yay!
Mayor's daughter to get kidnapped later for the bad
Eat
enough
up,
dude rescue.
everyone. I really outdid myself this time.
Wow! Looks amazing!
Thank you, Mom!
Looks like mac and
Mom
cheese,
made her
though.
special mac and cheese for us.
Fucking called it.
So this is the dish that Harry kept raving about, huh? Whoa, this is incredible!
Good, huh?
Mm.
Out like a light.
Something. She must have snuck something in there.
Irene, we need to talk.
What is it?
I want a divorce.
What?
That's a hell of a mood shift.
Are you joking?
Take care of Tim and Sophia for me.
Where is this coming from?
I'm sorry.
Harry, there must be some reason.
I'm sorry, Irene.
Harry.
Are you okay, Pikachu? You had me worried suddenly fainting like that.
I fainted?
Tim, yes, the mac in hell. Ah, thank goodness. It looked like Pikachu's recovered. I think he's...
Yeah. Yeah, he face planted into the plate. It was funny.
Rachel, you feel okay talking about that problem you had now? No, it's okay. Sure, you don't have to keep it bottled up. I had so much fun with you that it's all just not bothering me anymore. We'll discuss it next time, okay? Sure, in that case, mind if I ask you something instead? Will you go out with me? By all means. I'd be honored to help a great detective. You happen to know anyone who knows a lot about jewels? Apparently the jewel that was stolen in today's case was really special. I could use some more information to help me track it down. Well, one of my professors is a specialist in mineral archaeology. I can introduce you to him if you like. Really? Could you please? That'd be a huge help. Sure, I'll sort it out when I get home tonight. How should I contact you? Why don't we meet at the Hi Hat Cafe tomorrow morning? Sounds good. See you then.
Hey, feeling better?
Yeah, I guess.
Pikachu.
What's that?
Oh, hey!
You too!
There is something the two of you must know. When I was in my cave a few days ago, I was attacked by several Pokemon.
Yeah, we saw on the news.
No matter how many times I overpowered them, they didn't seem to feel a thing.
Maybe R again?
No. These Pokemon had no will of their own, as if something was controlling them. As for Harry...
Harry?
Alright, I'm back.
Not the bean grill.
What was it? Look!
Those lights, like the one we saw in Cramorant. You think the two are related somehow?
I'd say, almost certainly. Finding the Aurora drop may be the key to solving this mystery.
Yeah, let's follow up on that.
Have you found out who the culprit
Cramorant that
was?
stole the Aurora drop. The swarm of Beedrill that attacked Mewtwo.
We did.
They both had glowing devices stuck to them. After hearing Mewtwo say my dad's name, I think if I investigate the Aurora drop, that I might get closer to finding him.
So, it was Turner.
Oh, it was Turner. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought radio was just being quiet.
Yeah, I didn't want to answer him because I didn't want to speak over the game.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where the next chapter starts. Today we're gonna find more about the Aurora Drop, right? I would, but we've been going on for how long have we been going on here for? 3 hours and 51 minutes, close to 4 hours. So,
Oh boy.
yeah, Rachel said she'd introduce me to a professor from Rhyme University. Still got a little time before we're supposed to meet her at the Hi Hat Cafe, though. Anyway, doesn't visit that
Oh,
often.
that means you started around 9 or 10 this morning, my time?
Yeah. Say, why don't you chat with them a bit before we head out? I know, Pete. Head out when ready. That's probably gonna be sometime because I would love to keep going, but I'm getting kind of hungry. So I haven't had any lunch yet, so wouldn't mind getting something to eat. Say. Autosave file, the regular rule. Let's go ahead and make a backup save just to be safe.
Okay.
I'd like to save the game. Yep. Hey, a recap. It doesn't have anything on it thus far, apparently. Okay. Alright.
Oh, maybe it's for like the chapters you're on, like, because you
Yeah.
just started.
Or the greater mystery, like to keep track of the greater mystery points.
Yes, I suppose.
What's story jump mode?
So story jump mode is, if you select story jump mode, you can play whichever part of the story seems most interesting to you, or read the introduction of each episode. You might see spoilers, so would you still like to select this mode? I said no, so because I wanted to play through the game on my own, basically.
Yeah.
I was gonna play through this as it is, but then I thought, well, you know what? I got some time. I ain't doing anything this morning. I figured, fuck it, let's do a. You know, I'm off not just today, but pretty much every day this week, as well as next week. So I figured, you know what? I've never done haven't done a mid-week stream, especially this early in the day for some time. So I figured, you know what? Nuts to it. Let's go ahead and do something for a few hours. And thank you, Starlight. He says, have a good afternoon. Make sure your lunch doesn't contain any gemstones. So, yeah, I'm planning on doing that. I might be on again later this afternoon. I'm not planning on pretty much doing anything today. If I do anything this afternoon, do we want to do some more of this, or do we want to do something else?
I'll go with either until tonight, because we got something going on later tonight.
Oh, yeah. What do we have planned for the night?
The
Power
Power
playback.
Oh, yeah, power playback on CQ. Yeah, I forgot about that. When is that?
That's 8 Eastern.
8 Eastern, so till about 7 my time then. Okay. Well, we'll swing it. Let me go ahead and get some lunch, and then we'll probably be back later for some more nonsense, I guess. So yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, Starlight says that he liked that they did this like chapter select on the DVD. Yeah, I can see that. I agree with that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. So, and it makes sense too, because if you're like going in through a game and you don't want to play through, because the original Detective Pikachu also had a chapter select, something kind of like that.
Oh, that's cool.
If you wanted to replay earlier chapters, you can go ahead and do that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get some lunch. And then I might be back a little later this afternoon. We'll probably do something else. So,
okay.
All right. Thanks everyone for joining on in. This has been Mr. Ben.
Jake Smith.
Radio Doug.
DM21.
Wishing you a wonderful, happy afternoon. I didn't mean to pop that in. Let's control button. Oh, audio. There we go. There's the control. So,
Careful not to hit Control Alt Delete.
yeah, no, I'm good on that. So, we're good on that. So, once again, everyone, thank you for joining on by. We'll probably be back in maybe probably an hour or two, give or take. I'll let you guys know as per usual. Just keep an eye on the announcements channel in the Discord, and we'll see you guys then. If I don't get back on tonight, then we'll see you tomorrow evening for D&D. So, with the D&D crew. Until then, guys, we'll catch you later.
Later, everyone.
Beetle.
Bye.